Gore's time is now.
And you will crush our enemies and cast down those who lead us astray.
The consequences of your actions here are irreversible.
Take the Hellbreaker. May it serve you well.
There are few who can complete this challenge. He is worthy.
Come, brothers! Let hell tremble before our might!
The time has come for a reckoning. You will not stop my vengeance.
Are we back? Did it happen? Are you there? Hello, world. First of all, to my... Shit, I already did it wrong. To my immediate screen left is none other than the game director of Doom Eternal at id Software, Hugo Martin. How's it going, bro?
Good. I just... Here's the stream. Let me open it up.
Okay.
What's up?
What's going on?
How's it going?
Good, man.
Good to
How
be
about you?
back.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel like it's been a month or more?
So, it's been a month, but we've been doing this. By the way, fans, I understand that my mic is better when it's like this from my face. So, how's that? Let me hear some feedback here. You guys good? Is my voice not breaking out as much?
Let's hear it. I'm looking at both
Hello,
YouTube
hello, hello.
and Twitch. I'm seeing
You guys
good
happy?
things. Yeah, I'm seeing good things. Good mic. It's people are saying "Let's Hugo." I like that. They're taking the "Let's Go" and they're putting the Hugh in front of it. So now your name is part of a affirmation of forward movement. How about that?
Yes. Cool. It's
Cool.
been a while.
Yeah.
But then again, we're doing this world tour of with the community and different people, and so I am also getting sick of myself and seeing myself on YouTube and different things and songs being made.
Well, it's just getting started. It's just getting started here, so get
Yes.
used to it.
Big shout out to Tyler McVicker and his fantastic video, and mildly clickbaity title of his recent
You
video.
gotta get the views, bro. It's a game. You gotta play the game.
It was good. It was a good video, and enjoyed talking to him very much. Cool guy, fan, knowledgeable. Got to talk about lore and stuff. That's always fun. Guys, how much lore do the codex entries have to have a limit? That's the thing. People, but it's fun to be able to flesh some of that stuff out with you guys and share some of the, answer some of the questions, which I think is what I would want as a fan of content. And I love your passion. And I was telling Marty today, and I would say this without question. He said this actually, that Marty's been at id for a while. Like, he's seen lots of communities come and go, and he really said that the Doom community was special. He had a chance to talk to some community members recently about something, but overall, or see some of us interact, and he really just feels like what we have going, I couldn't agree more, is really special. You guys are knowledgeable. The feedback that you give us is fantastic. We love making the content for you. I was doing a playtest today of Taras Nabad's master level, and Jason and I were just sharing with each other how awesome it is, how smart you are. Like, we have knowledgeable fans, who pick up on all of the stuff that we're trying to do. And Josh, that's all you can ask for, man. That's it. That people care.
Yeah. It's that they care, and that, they come together to do it. They share their experiences. I mean, you've got places like the official Doom Discord, discord.gg/Doom, for all things Doom, including every iteration that's ever been made. You've got the Spicy Demons.
Josh,
go ahead, hit it. What do you got?
Let's give
Please.
a shout out. Are we allowed to give a shout out to some of the official Doom Discord, like the dudes, I want to say Ghostface. Sure. Can I say Ghostface?
You can say Ghostface. Boom.
All right. So Ghostface, big shout out to you, sir. Josh, who are the other ones?
Oh my God. Am I going to go down the list? I can't go down the list.
It's up to you. You're the one who kind of polices the who.
I would
what
love to.
Can we say?
But
I'd love to give those guys. If you don't want to do it right now, we can. But,
we can do it right now. I just got to. I got to pick which screen I'm looking at. There's like 800 screens in front of me right now. I'm going to do a little shout out. So we already gave Ghostface a shout out.
Yes.
Both on his stream and as a mod. We've got Kevin. That's VAN, not VIN. That's a different Kevin in a different spicy place that he lives. We got Kex. We got Jimmy Bacon. I feel like I'm going to miss.
Love Jimmy Bacon.
Yeah, dude, Jimmy's been around forever. Golden Graham, what up? What it is? How it be? How it do? Honestly, we got so many. I'm going to forget half of them, but look, the point of the matter is this is, again, it's the coolest thing about our Doom Discord is it's also an extension of our subreddit, like Reddit/Doom, like /r/Doom, and it's just it's so cool because the community's been together for so long, and there's I don't want to say I feel like I'm going to always get into cheesy shit where I'm talking about synergy and love, but really it's there is no greater meme machine than our subreddit. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. I've seen all the other game subreddits and the memes just aren't there. But and even with restrictions on our subreddit, it's kind of crazy. We've put restrictions, it's Meme Sunday. There's we try to keep it curated, but it still is just cream of the crop. So, and of course, it's not just about the memes, like you're saying. It's the feedback's incredible, the support's incredible. People go there, half the people I'll see all the time still. People are just getting into 2016, just getting into Eternal, and the support and love that they find there, and the Facebook group. Honestly, like you said, there's so many pockets, and they're all it's incredible because, like you're saying, it's Marty said it himself, and Marty's been at id since, I don't know. I always want to bullshit time because time is so impossible to even judge right now, but he's been there longer than any of us have been where we are. And the guy, what he says is true. We have a special community, and it's because of all you guys that we come together and we can have this love fest, and we can get down and we can get dirty with all of these crazy, super inside meta details of the game, because you guys are actually willing to go there with us, and you're happy to do it, and you're already doing it. We're just a part of it. You know what I mean? So thank you for allowing us, right?
And as I said in Tyler's stream, I think it's our job, our responsibility to make an experience worthy of the Doomslayer and worthy of the fans of the series. You know, you guys have high expectations. We work hard. We work really hard all the time to try to meet those expectations, and we love doing it. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Both when you log on all the time, play the games and stream it, but also to watch Josh and I stream here today. We love it.
We do. We had a little absence, but we're coming back strong.
Tag 1, gonna play it, guys. I gotta play it on Ultraviolence, unfortunately. Like with a base controller, I think it's I'm just kidding. I'm playing it on Nightmare with a base controller, of course.
And is it inverted? It is.
And it's
Why?
inverted. It's inverted all day.
Why is it inverted? Tell them.
Because Gen X. That's it. There's no other reason. It's just Gen X. My beard is getting way too long. We need to do something about this.
I know the first question is actually coming from a shout out to one of our own community managers here at Bethesda. This is coming from Jitsu202. He says, "Hey Hugo, mustache? Would you do?" That's the question.
No, it just doesn't look good, but I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Like next week,
Are you promising a mustache for next week? Because we can get that going if that's where you want to go.
Let me just see how dumb it looks. I could do it for one stream. Let me just see if it's completely ridiculous.
Let's hear it, chat. What do we? Is mustache the play? I mean, beard gang is always strong. Beard is strong in our community. Period.
But the problem is we're hiding a lot of weight gain with this. Like this is good. We're hiding some chins. We're hiding some bulk. Like we don't need to expose that stuff. But we could. Like when I was skinnier and I would shave, people say, "Oh, you look so much younger." When you're fat and you shave, they don't want to say it. They're like, "Oh, you look kind of fatter."
They're like, "You look like a baby," and you're like,
"They're like, you look like a chubby baby." That's nice. They're
like, "I just want to take care of you." You're like, "I don't know if that's the vibe I'm going for."
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, not too much. What's good? Well, the portion of the Mr. Rogers Nerd Corner show, the not too much going on recently with games. But what are you playing, sir?
I have been honestly like, we've talked about how in the generation that we grew up in, like technology, whether it's portable or whether it goes to the full crazy next gen, not just next gen hardware, but the next dimension. I'm talking about. Can you guess where I'm going with this? There's the dimensions we're used to. There's the screens that we look at that we sit away from. And then there's the ones we put right on our...
I don't know.
Face. We're talking about VR. We're talking about VR. Yeah.
Yes.
So...
Love it.
I like how when I'm bringing this, it's like we're doing show and tell, and it's like, you know, this is the PlayStation aim controller. This came out during PlayStation 4, right around or before I think the Pro came out, you know, before they were switching between the first and second iteration of their the PlayStation VR headset. But this bad boy in Doom 3 VR edition is so tight because the way that it's mapped, like every time you move it around and stuff, it's your hands and you know, whatever gun you have equipped. And it's lightweight. It's got all the controls in the right places. It just feels good. So what I've been doing is I've
always wanted to use that thing.
Oh, bruh. We got to get you one of these for real. We really do because, I see some people out there are saying that they've also been touched by the aim controller, and it is.
Yeah, it looks like a neck massager. That's what it looks like. But
look, if I put this thing on your back, you're going to be feeling right as rain in about 30 seconds or less. No, it doesn't do any. Actually, it does have a little bit of vibration when you're shooting down some demons. But yeah, Doom 3 VR in that space with, you know, because it's got all the like the most interesting thing about Doom 3 that I don't know why I never thought about it, but like, again, this game was designed years ago. I don't remember the number. It doesn't matter. But the cool thing is when you're playing in VR, like there are so many areas in the game that you would almost think were designed for it, because stuff that's like claustrophobic and spooky is incredible in VR. It's incredible. Like, there it is. Exactly. I'm seeing people now sharing ideas and things that are almost like straight up massagers. Okay, look. I don't know if this has enough vibration to massage you, but it can get you through hell and a lot of Phobos and a lot of Mars. And yeah, man, like both with like verticality and like, you know, the same way that I remember seeing a recent thread that was like going on between like, you know, Tom Holland, Romero, and Carmack, and they were talking about who made the decision that first imp in E1M1 in the original shareware version of Knee Deep in the Dead and Doom 93, like who put that imp there to be like it's 3D? Like we're selling the fact that it has like that verticality. That same idea in Doom 3 of just like when you're actually in the VR space, like you actually see it all the way around you any way you can look. When you're doing aim down sight stuff and you're actually looking up and down with Lost Souls with imps, it's very cool. Like I'm not saying it's the definitive way to play Doom 3, but it's a definitive way to play Doom 3. You should check it out.
It's a new way to play Doom. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, like we've said this before, like while some of the lore we had a trouble connecting it to the reboot with Doom 2016, certainly Doom 3 we absolutely consider part of the Doom universe, and visually it's all over the game. I mean, what we did with Doom 2016 was we kind of gathered up all of the different parts of Doom fiction and fan service stuff, across the board. I mean, the comic, Doom 3, but we had an opportunity to kind of like cherry pick our favorite parts, and simply because the protagonist in Doom 3, that storyline is a little bit off from like the Doom 1, 2, 64 stuff, but and not in a bad way. It's just different. But Betruger, I believe there's a shout out to an Easter egg for Betruger somewhere in Eternal. So and the Soul Sphere is in I believe it's in 2016. You
guys still snuck a lot of stuff in there Easter eggy wise.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. So love Doom 3. Yeah. Played the crap out of Doom 3 when it came out. Loved it.
Yeah, you got to play it through in VR. And the cool thing is that VR edition, because we're like a million years later, they just give you all the DLC content. So it's got God, why am I blanking on the first one? Resurrection of Evil and Lost Mission. Like it's all in there, and it's like, I mean, that's the other crazy thing too. Is usually in VR experiences, you're playing them and they're like, whatever, maybe a 6 hour total. Usually they're like shorter experiences. But this is just the full Doom 3, so I spent like 30 hours in this thing. It's nuts. It's crazy.
I remember
it's where I live now.
I was gonna say, like, really, I don't know. I don't want these. I didn't have anything to do with these games, so I don't know that it would be considered bragging or anything. But has it ever really made a bad game? That's how I feel. Like I remember applying to a job way back before I went to id, and they asked me. It was at a game studio, and they asked like what games over the last year or two that stood out to you and why. Yeah. And it was all id games, like and I it's funny when I think back on it.
Do you want to work here or
it was that? That's what it was like. It was like, that's cool. You should work at id.
And you're like, shh, maybe I should actually. Maybe that's not.
It's such a. I really hope that QuakeCon can open up and we can all get together, because it's there's a vibe about id and the fans and QuakeCon, and it's all kind of wrapped up in Texas. That's like, it's just so cool, and Josh, when you come down here,
dude,
the food, the people, the vibe, it's a great place. And and I want to be able to, like, after all this stuff, you guys, speaking to you guys out there, it's like we want to be able to so badly just hang out, all of us. It'd be so much fun. Like QuakeCon is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's like Woodstock for gamers, like we just get to hang out and like till whenever. I mean, just walking around in our pajamas playing video games at 4 a.m.
I mean, having like a 3 to 4 day LAN that never sleeps is just, I mean, you can imagine just doing it with your best friends. Very cool. Great idea. If you haven't done it, once you're all vaccinated and you can do it again, please do it, experience that. But then to do that with all of the like-minded people that love the same FPS that we love, it's like it's religious. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know.
It is.
It's crazy. But
look, I don't even know, like, if like people say like, well, I've never seen a dev so connected with the community. It's just a NID Doom thing. I tell you guys everything. Like, it's fun. Like, I mean, everything legally that I'm allowed to say.
What'd you eat for breakfast today? Go.
I had not grape nuts.
I was going to say, wait, how old are you? No, I'm just kidding.
No, dude, I eat this Ezekiel, like,
that
whole grain flax seed.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if you microwaved dirt and then put raisins in it. That's what it's like. Like if you microwave dirt, dried it out in the sun again, and then put raisins in it, and then that's what they put in a box, and that's what I eat. And because it's some pathetic attempt to like not get fatter, but it's
No,
clearly
this is good. I think this is going to somehow fit into like the, you want to be a game dev category, you got to eat dirt for breakfast. This is like somehow this fits in perfectly to this image.
it's really
I think.
good. It has like when you look at the ingredients, it's like legumes and flat. It's dirt. It's like sod. Like it sounds like they're describing what would be in a piece of grass.
I
like,
see.
And it's good for you, so that's what I had for breakfast.
Damn.
I don't get to train anymore, and because of COVID, and my wife will not have it. So
Fair.
she deleted my exercise program, and I spend too much time sitting here talking to you guys and playing Doom stuff. That we're getting out of shape, Josh. That's what's happening.
We're all eventually going to become that great potato in the sky, but until we do, let's hang out and have some fun and talk some smack. So speaking of which, what else you been up to this week? What you been doing?
So not a lot of gaming, honestly. Like, well, no, I shouldn't say that. Playtesting the shit out of Taras Nabad. Like, we just had a big playtest today. That was really awesome.
Nice.
And it is important for us to have discussions around that. Because we desperately need to come together as a community, and I am asking you, but we could change this.
Okay.
I wanted to have pacing. I brought this up on Bite Me Stream. Right now it has it. It has highs and lows. Some of those peaks need to go a little bit higher. Jason O'Connell's killing it. He's killing it. Guy's a madman combat designer. Awesome. Yeah. We're currently, I think some of those peaks need to go a little bit higher. Jason's working on it. So to make sure that the challenge is there and fitting, in particular the ending. The ending is fantastic. But in between that, Taras Nabad is huge. It is a huge level.
Yeah.
You get fatigue. You get tired. So I wanted to have those moments where it's like, it's a combat, it's a what I call white belt encounters. You got to have black belt encounters. You got to have combat puzzle encounters. There's got to be a couple white belt encounters, a couple like, two Hell Knights in a hallway. Just feel good about yourself.
Just
Don't worry
some
about
resource
it.
gain, just some like easy.
Just cleanse your palate. That's it. Just like, and maybe some just some fun puzzles, memorable stuff. I will say that it's challenging for us to be able to make some of the unique encounters that we can with DLC 1 and 2 because we don't have those chess pieces. Like, we don't have a spirit, and we don't have turrets, and we don't have stuff like that. So it's a bit of a throwback master level in that regard.
Okay.
But we're still, we're going to get some of those unique encounters in there. But it's like in 2 seconds, we could make it hard. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good when it's like that. Right. So I want to hold on to pacing unless, what is chat saying right now? Chat, just say pacing with the proper spikes of difficulty. So when I say pacing, I mean a well-paced highs and lows on a scale of 1 to 10. You got to have your 10s. There's got to be 1 or 2 11s. Then there's got to be some 7s. And then maybe a 3, and then a 7. And then a 3, and then an 11.
I'm seeing most shouts out for pacing, and by most pacing. I mean like 90-something%.
Yes,
I'm not a mathematologist. I'll let you know.
It's such a long map.
Yeah.
That when there isn't enough pacing, dude, like you're like your eyes glass over. You're just like I would honestly say that Doom Eternal, when pushed full tilt, it's such an adrenaline rush. That you really do have to give your brain a break. You really do. Like there's got to be like a moment of just like, oh my God.
It can't just be like pulling up cars and saving children every 2 seconds. You have to have like where you talk about it with your bud. You have a latte, then you get back to doing it. Like you have to have a second to kind of breathe between.
So the chat is saying pacing.
I'm seeing pacing. It's either pacing or people want 15. You know what I mean? It's one or the other.
Should do this exercise. Name one person in the chat who said pacing. Give me a name.
Which one you want? You want Twitch or you want YouTube?
Twitch.
For Twitch, musically inspired. Great name.
All right, musically inspired. We're gonna have pacing. You asked for it. If they don't like it, it's your fault. That's it. That's how it works. You've just been nominated as the person who's responsible for this.
Responsibility.
That's why I ask, is so that way I have someone to blame. Because that's what I'm going to be on Tyler McVicker's show 2 weeks from now, being like, the fans. No, I'm just kidding.
The guy was musically inspired. The guy or girl, this is what their idea was, and we went with it. They said it was the best thing to do.
Listen, I just do what I'm told. That's no. Listen, it's of course, it's my choice, and I'm with you. Like, I'm glad that people are saying pacing, because that's how I feel. And look, if people said otherwise, and I felt like there was a passionate, like if the vote was to not have pacing and you want it to be just relentless one encounter after the other, sure. There's no way that feels good. It just doesn't, right. But damn it, we have to make sure that when we decide to turn on the heat's got to bring it. And in particular, what I'd really like to save is while there are some 10s throughout, it's got to be the right amount of 10s throughout.
Yeah.
I think the ending's got to be like a 13. Like, I think that's fair. I think the finale really needs to take it. And we've got great people working on it. So that's been the majority of the gaming stuff.
Yeah.
Once we shipped Tag 2, and all the life stuff that's going on. Yeah. And it is springtime right now in Texas. So the temperatures
that's like
dropping.
like a 2-degree difference or something than the other month.
Yeah.
For other seasons, right? Okay.
Well, we had a really cold winter. I mean, it was freezing.
You had a bizarre one, yeah.
So what that means is that the largemouth bass they go into pre-spawn and get prepared to make their babies. Okay. And bass fishing is one of my biggest passions. I have many passions, and that is one of them since I was a little kid. And so we're doing some of this, Josh. This is some Kitech swim baits. Where I just happen to have this in my pocket. I'm not kidding, because I was fishing last night. The kids.
Is that a Kitech fish bait in your pocket, or are you just happy to be on stream? Go on. What were you saying?
So it's funny because, I'm a dad, and we got to do the dad stuff, and then we got to do the game director stuff. Yeah. And then somewhere in there, I have to do eat and shower. But then, so I kind of can only fish at night, it's very scary, because I'm out there by myself. Oh, okay. And it's like midnight. I mean, if the bite is on, I've been out there to 2:30 in the morning, pitch black in Texas, and I'm like, I'm gonna get. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I always imagine I'm gonna see Samara from The Ring, just standing there, vaguely in the woods, what is that? Is that is that Samara?
You just gotta check for CRT television, so there's nowhere to crawl out of before you start casting your reel.
It is so scary, but and then the snakes, that's when the snakes come out.
The whiplash. So, yeah.
If you want to know where I am at midnight during the spring, I am fishing for spawning pre-spawn, post-spawn bass, and killing it. By the way, caught last night 2, probably 3-pounders. I mean, I had my scale with me, but I didn't bother. But they were friggin' massive. And then one that broke me off, the one that got away. Which was not good at all.
There's always
one. It was the worst. And then and it was scary, because it always is really, really scary. But
that's a whole different kind of adrenaline, right? You're scared, then you're pensive because you're trying to catch something, and then you have the thrill of catching something, then you go back to being wait, I'm in the middle of nowhere, in the dark, in Texas, fishing right now.
It's weird that never goes away. You're scared of the dark as a kid, and when you're out there, I'm just I don't know. That's why that movie Hereditary, in how it so perfectly would just have people standing in the shadows. Yes. There's just this naked
so much
person.
Of it. Yeah.
That was the scariest thing, but it so taps into the fear that we all have that I don't know that I see older naked people in my nightmares.
I
hope
not.
Because that's what. Yeah, in that film, that's what they had. You'd walk by and be like, "Oh my God, there was a person there, and they were not clothed." That was really scary. Yeah. The mine is Samara or something else. I don't know. It's scary. It's scary to be out there, but it's the best time to fit. It's the only time I can fit because I'm busy. I'd be lying if I said I don't sneak out sometimes, and the wife is wanting me to come back. So that's why I've shifted my fishing time to the evenings. But now
I want to know. So you say you sneak out of the house. Now I got to ask you, Like how far do you take it as far as like going back to boyhood days? Like is it like cracking the window and like falling down like the storm pipe, or are you just like casually, very quietly and calmly walking out the front door? You know what I mean?
It is I'm gonna run an errand. Like if I have errands to run. But if you saw the inside of my car, it's like a tackle box. And she knows that like somewhere along the way we might stop for gas and catch 3-pound bass. Like so it just depends if the conditions are right. If it's overcast, if there's any fishermen in the chat and anybody who likes freshwater fishing, are there any in there?
Let's see you. I don't
Is
know.
there
I'm
anybody
looking. I'm
in the chat
looking.
that likes to fish?
Let's see you. Where you fishermen at? Raise your
Come on.
hands.
There's got to be some Texans in there. Come on, 'cause
Okay,
this
I
is a
got
Texan
Sonic Manic CD. I got Mr. Dude. I got Sophia Williams. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming out of the
And-
woodwork here.
Well, and it's funny because when I go, you will meet other people with the obsession too because it's spring.
Yeah.
This is prime largemouth Texas bass season, and I have to say, like it's Texas. Like this is the #1 freshwater bass fishing like place in the world. I think.
Damn.
So like, they're monsters here. They say everything is bigger in Texas. They are not kidding. Like the stuff they eat is huge and scary looking. Snakes and crawfish and like everything's huge.
Yeah.
And they are huge, and it's amazing. So it's funny because when I get down there, I will see other dads who are also running errands, and I'll just be like, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, we just got to get some of this in real quick." Like you just
go
give
ahead
each
and
other
just-
like I'm here to just take care of business. We'll fish a little bit, but now it's awesome. It's been really fun. But yeah, so that's it. Honestly, it's been nice for all of the team. I would say in whatever form it takes in terms of relaxing. To be honest, this period after the launch of Tag 2 has been while we're still working hard and keeping up with bugs and everything, and it's just been a little bit of a little unwinding. That's it, like a little break. We finished Tag 2. We're relieved and we're happy to have it out there and see the response, and then so that was didn't really take a vacation. Just I had definitely plenty of days that I need to spend, as you know, Josh. And so you too. Actually, we took a Friday together. That was awesome. Not like together. We don't live near each other, but you had a Friday and I took a Friday too.
That was the funniest thing too, because it was one of those situations. It might have been the last time that we streamed or something, because we were both like, "Well, have a good day tomorrow." And I'm like, just in a really good mood, And then one of us broke down and we're like, "I took Friday off. I haven't done it forever." He's like, "Me too." And then we're just like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do?"
That's right. Josh and I finished the stream. I remember that, and he was like, "Oh," and we were both, exactly.
Because we both didn't want to be that guy that was like, I'll see you in the meetings tomorrow when you weren't going to be there. We both want to be like, so tomorrow should be good. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot on the calendar, and then one of us is like, we took off and we're going to play games all day. And it was like, yes.
Yeah. Totally. I've said this before. I would love, if we have QuakeCon, I'd love to take some of the fans fishing. That would be amazing.
Oh my god. That trip would be amazing. But here's the thing. Look, we will figure out, okay, the world is still in a crazy place right now. We have no idea what's going to happen. All the states, all the countries, the whole world's trying to figure this whole thing out still and get everybody vaccinated. So in case we don't get to do QuakeCon together this year in the way that we're all physically in the same place in Texas, we got to figure out some craziness to do it. We did it online last year. It was amazing. It was awesome. We all felt connected. We all got there. Huge shout outs to all the QuakeCon staff that was still keeping it absolute 100 on Discord in that place. But we'll have to figure out some stuff. We might, if it goes virtual, we're going to have to figure out a way to fish. We're going to have to do it. There's all kinds of fishing games. We're going to have to figure out the best one, and we're going to get in there. We have to do this. It has to be a thing that we do. Okay.
Yeah, no, it would be awesome. Like we could have battle mode tournaments, and obviously we could have some single player Ultra Nightmare runs and speed runs and different things. Like and again, just play anything we want. I mean, we could all just play whatever together.
That's right.
But I will say, so nice to get out of the house and unwind and stuff like that. But very anxious, doing lots of research, and that's part of it too. You just kind of are able to step back, reading Joseph Scott Campbell's The Hero's Journey again. I need to do a deeper dive on that again, and then just Now getting back to it, I had a Ghost of Tsushima run that I had started, and with DLC, had to put it down. Fantastic game. Want to get back to it. I still have this sitting here for way too long.
Ooh.
Resident Evil 4. Never played this. Gotta play this. I have to play this. I want to play it so bad.
Here's what's funny is if you wait a little bit longer, I swear to God, that one's the next one to get rebooted after Village. Like, it's gonna happen. It's happening.
I know. I know, but it's like
it'd be nice to have the contrast, right?
It bothers me that I haven't played that.
That's fair.
I do just want to play it, but and that's it. Oh, and we got a bunny. So.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You got a family bunny? You have a lot of pets now.
Dude, it's
like PetSmart over there.
Seriously. and yes.
What's the bunny's name? I gotta ask because everybody in chat is popping off with.
It's my daughter's bunny. It's a widow. It's a black. It's very cute. I mean, it's the cutest thing. I mean, she named it. I don't know, but
that's a good name.
We have 2 dogs. We have a cat. We have a gerbil, and now we have a bunny.
Jesus.
So
you guys are like Noah's Ark over there.
Yeah,
it's getting biblical.
It is. It's ridiculous. And I got rid of the Element. I don't know if you remember the Element.
What? The Honda Element is gone. I love that car.
I had a Honda Element for about 10 years. I love that car.
It's like it's like you're driving a giant like Duracell battery. I love that thing.
It's Tupperware. That's what it is.
Tupperware.
If you took Tupperware and put it on wheels, that's what it would be.
Well, now I got to ask what your replacement was, because.
Well, no, I see. She got it.
Okay.
Kids are getting older. Mm-hmm. We go on trips, so she got a new car, and I traded in my car because it was all paid off and old and everything, and I inherited the minivan, which I have to tell you, when I pull up to the fishing spot with the other fishermen. It's Texas. They are in trucks. They are in fisherman vehicles. I am getting out of a minivan now. So it's all good. It's
but you got to think there's some place that there's a tally of like your dadness levels being like figured out. And it's just like that your stock is rising, if anything.
Well, if Doom Dad has anything, because that song that Tyler made, like I'm putting Doom stickers on the minivan. Because first of all, I'm not getting rid of the minivan because it's a good car. Like. And I needed to take the bunnies and the kids around. Like, we're like the Partridge Family over here. So like, I will be putting Doom stickers on the minivan, and we're keeping it real. We're listen. I gotta live up to the Doom Dad thing. Like, and
2 things.
What better way to do that than to be riding around in the minivan?
Amen. 2 things. Number 1. Question in chat coming from Conflict 19. He's asking, are you wearing New Balance shoes right now? He's just checking in. I think he or she.
I have New Balance shoes. I wear them all. Is that a dad thing? Because I do wear them all the time. Like, is that why you're asking? Because yes.
I think that might have been the line of questioning. But here's the other thing. I just wanted to point out the fact that you called it a good car. I haven't heard someone say it's a good car. Like trying to justify a car in such a long time. It feels good to hear it because I know it's true. By God, hopefully this just inspires more of us out there to get a bigger minivan.
When you guys come to QuakeCon, I can fit more of you in the minivan. So there you go.
You're welcome.
When Derek Heidi saw me in it, and he was cracking up. He saw me at last QuakeCon, and I honked the horn, and he just like looked up and down. He was like, "Look at you in this thing."
He's like, "So awesome. You're embracing this whole dad thing for real now? For real? You're going all the way."
Listen to all the parents out there. You know how it goes. Because they ruin everything too. So you don't even care anymore. Like if you have something you really care about, they're just going to wreck it. So
that's true. That's fair.
You just got to go with it.
That's fair.
That's it.
Let me see if I can get focused back here.
But I am pumped to get back to the sweatiness of Doom Eternal and putting us on Nightmare and going to town.
Speaking of, is it time? Are we going into? So if you're just joining us here for the first time, we're switching over to gameplay now. If you're just joining us for the first time, we've already gone through all of the base game of Doom Eternal, right? We did all 13 levels. The Icon of Sin, the Con Maker. There's no one left in the path in the base game for the Slayer to take down. And of course, Hugo is doing all of this on his PC, playing Nightmare with a base Xbox vanilla controller, inverted, Because huge Gen X energy. That's why.
Well, and as we know, looking to prove to the fans, I do it because, listen, I realize that mouse and keyboard players laugh when they say that, there'd be any kind of advantage with a controller. When it comes to back paddles, it changes everything. So for those of you who want a serious advantage, put the back paddles on or buy an Xbox Elite controller or a Scuff or whatever you want. But I want to prove to everybody that you could just do this all with a base controller. It was designed with a base controller in mind, as well as mouse and keyboard. So yes, you can't quick switch to multiple weapons as easily, but you can get it done. Flick switching is the name of the game when it comes to controller player. And sorry if I might get roasted, but I like playing Doom Eternal more on a controller. Of course, it's because I'm a little better at it on a controller, but I enjoy it a lot. So let's do this.
So I'm trying to think of when this happened. This was October, I think, is when this got released, right? This is the Ancient Gods Part 1. This is the first campaign expansion we've done from Doom 2016. Doom 2016 was just the campaign. That was it. Eternal came out in March, which feels like 100 years ago. But then in October, here we are. So walk us through. We got the text scroll already. It's feeling very epic. It's feeling very Star Wars. I know that there's not a perspective here, like of the text scrolling, but what do we got?
Catching you up, something that fans asked for when it came to Eternal. So wanted to make sure that we hit this in tag 1 to give people who maybe are joining us for the first time on DLC 1 and they didn't play Eternal, because it is a standalone. For those that did that, that's insane. But just provide you with some context for where you've been and where you're going. This is the Ark have a ship where they've moved their base of operations. And we meet the intern, everybody's favorite human character in the Doom universe. People say this all the time. Yes, the intern is modeled after you guys. Like, he's basically a fanboy of the Slayer. And it's a good narrative device to be able to have a character in your story who kind of takes the position of the audience. Again, it's just kind of this theme where it's like we've got the supervisor who's, let's be honest, kind of a putz, and the intern is really the one who knows what's going on.
Yeah, that 3D logo drop though.
So now we see that the Doom Slayer is working with the Ark.
Also, setting wise, again, like, you guys took us to places we'd never been in the base game, but like, I'm sorry, you're on an oil rig? Like, never before, I don't think, has anyone thought of like the Doom universe going there. So
yeah,
how did you guys end up here? Like, what was that exploration like of where to go?
From a story perspective, this is where Samuel knows that his body has been stored. And we thought it would be a really cool location. So wait, let's just make sure we are on Nightmare 7567. So for the fans, we know that the nerfing of the opening of UAC Atlantica will be reverted. That was done in an effort to make the pacing of Tag 1 a little bit more varied, so it wasn't just hard. But, and clearly it's too hard. But as we know, we've gone over this.
Yeah.
I don't think that this was too hard. I didn't thin out the opening because it was too hard. It wasn't too hard. It was just to kind of like ease, players into the combat who maybe haven't been playing it every day. But I have no problem putting this content back to what it was when it comes to the opening of UAC Atlantica. Again, it was done for pacing. I don't think that this opening part is too hard.
I got a shout out here coming from Dr. Mojo Jojo, which is just a lot of names that I like a lot of. He says, she says, "Hey Hugo, just want to say thank you for making Doom Eternal. That game is Bloodborne on cold cut cocaine. I loved every bit of the DLC. My game of the year 2020. please keep making awesome stuff. Love and respect. I've never thought of Eternal being Bloodborne on a cold cut cocaine, but now I can't stop thinking about it. It's pretty good.
I feel like, Josh, I'm getting some performance hitches when I use Ice Bomb. And this happened to our stream once before.
We talked about, yeah, that was back, were we doing like Art Complex or something? I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sharing any kind of content right now. And the last time that happened because I was sharing something. Hold on.
Oh, right. Just in the background on your PC?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't understand. All I'm doing is data mining some Bitcoin, so I don't know what... I'm just kidding. You're like, I don't know what's up.
Let me see something. Can they see my screen if I switch away?
No, you're good. They can see just that your task manager has a bunch of stuff open, but it's all good.
All right, ready to connect. No, I don't want to connect. Okay. Yeah, it feels choppy to me. I don't know.
I don't have like a frame count on, but it looks pretty smooth from this side. What do you guys think?
We'll roll with it. Remember when we beat, what was that level that was like insane?
I think it was Art Complex. Yeah, it was like a slideshow, and we got through it. We had a reboot in there. We might as well have like reinstalled the game in that period of time. That was a crazy week. I'm seeing hella smooth, 50 FPS. Audio's kind of weird, a little choppy. Still okay. No, okay. I think we're mostly whole. It's maybe not perfect glass, but other than restarting your PC and or the game. Yeah, chat will let us know if it's like bad enough where we have to like fully do something, but I think as of right now we're okay. But they'll let us know if we're not.
But okay, so they feel like it's okay?
Yep, so far so good.
Okay.
People are giving shout outs to the music. Yeah, the music is absolutely insane. David Levy, and I think it's David Levy on this one, but David and Andrew did all the music for DLC 1 and 2 and absolutely knocked it out of the park. It's just, again, like taking it in a different direction, staying true to all of the work that Mick did. It's just really like, it's incredible. And it just gives us more things to sink our teeth into. Yeah, Mario, the M-Hat hero, is asking if Hugo plays on controller. He does, and right now he's playing on, again, the traditional Xbox controller. No paddles, inverted, nightmare difficulty, just doing big Gen X energy, really.
That's it. Again, guys, we'll be putting this back, promise. Your voice has been heard.
Right.
Don't mess with the content. Got it. Except, as I said in a previous stream, with I forgot who I was talking to, Tyler or somebody.
Maybe bite me.
Unless the statistics show us that like,
oh right,
we're going beyond challenge and into trolling, and people are using exploits to overcome an experience. I mean that's when I don't think that it's like good pacing.
A Seraphim says that we're not even looking at YouTube. Well, that just proves that we are. So, bully for you, buddy. We are. We're looking at all of it. 2112 Austin says, the joke's on you, Hugo. I played Doom Eternal with the Steam controller. I like when people with controllers are trying to one-up like how much they're kind of going on like what's the hardest controller to use. I mean, I've seen people do amazing stuff with the Steam controller. I know it's got that, what is that called? I know chat would be able to correct us. What is that left part of the Steam controller? I don't have one that I can just grab called. It's not, what is that, like haptic wheel or whatever that thing is? But it's that crazy, like, touch sensitive, almost like mouse type, what is it called? Help us, chat. But that thing, I've seen people be nuts with it. Like Varen, for example, a buddy of ours from New Classic, played Doom 2016, played Quake Champions with that thing, and wrecked. I was impressed. Trackpad. Maybe it's just a trackpad, yeah. Yep, trackpad. Okay, haptic trackpad. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I want to see people play with an inverted Nintendo 64 controller.
It's funny you say that because who is that? Marnix Georgie says NES controller, so I don't know if NES would be possible because you gotta have 2 sticks, but 64 you could do. Good luck, have fun, let's see it.
Man, I played GoldenEye again. I think I mentioned this recently, and that was rough. That was just like, holy cow.
Like you had the rose tinted glasses on where you're like, this is gonna be a 10 out of 10 experience, and you're like, oh no, I'm too used to modern stuff.
It's a classic. It's just that the controls are just, it's a lot. I think that the tweak to the turrets and them staying up a lot, a little bit longer, was basically part of a lesson that I think, you know, what I feel is like, don't ever penalize the player for skill. You know, like we made them go down fast enough because I didn't want people to quick swap them. But then again, it's like people that they earn that. Like if they can do that, why would you deny them that?
Right.
You know, which I think, which I think feels good. You know, I think it's like, if you've got the skill to take them out in one go, then you shouldn't deprive the player of that, you know, as a reward. And I also think that any sort of design choice that requires the player to wait on something too often is going to be problematic. Obviously, we do it sometimes in the game, and I think it's fine. But sometimes I think it's, you know, I found that waiting on these felt tedious. Oh, that was weird.
That turret just pieced out. Got scared. Can we also just give a shout out too, especially when you're in this open area? Like, I don't know who, I'm sure it's a combination of a lot of people at id that made the water droplets on all of the guns happen, but I never get sick of it. It's such a cool, understated feature. It's just, it's beautiful. It's one of those things you never thought you needed until you saw it, and you're like, nope, I needed that. Thank you. Let's see. I got a question coming in from Al Bundy is my hero 666. Married with Children reference, feeling some big boomer energy out of this screen name. Question for Hugo. Is there any chance of going back and adding in the Slayer, giving the intern a fist bump? I feel he deserves acknowledgement from the Slayer. He wants to see if you can retcon in a fist bump from the Slayer and the intern.
We could do that. I mean, well, I can't. I mean, look. I'll say this.
Done.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Whether or not we can do it is another story. But like, do I approve of the idea? Yeah.
Okay.
Do I think we'll be able to do it? I have no idea.
Okay. We moved past the approval stage, though. It's approved.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You heard it here first. Thank you, Al Bundy.
It's morally approved.
I like there's degrees of approval. Is it
Exactly.
approved for the game? No. Is it approved morally for the game? It is. That's where we're at now. Okay, that's good. Reading some more of these questions here. That's too complicated of a question to ask in the middle of all this combat. I'm going to get back to that one. Let's see.
Notice, Josh, how we do not use the power-up.
I do notice this. There is no, there's no BFG coming out of you right now.
Oh, God, no.
And of course, because of the way that the campaign ends, the Crucible is no longer in the Slayer's possession. So there's no icon for that. But my God, speaking of icon, it did go into, it gave the icon of Sin something to think about for a long time. In a splitting headache kind of way, because it ended it. Spoiler alert. We're on
Right.
DLC now, so. If you don't know, now you know. I worship these arenas in this map. I love this map so much. And again,
Richie?
yeah, let's give a shout out. Who is this? Who is this design?
Rich Eastwood.
He's the level designer on this?
Yep.
Insane work. Mr. Eastwood, I feel like you're related to Clint because I could just think of a million one-liners from Dirty Harry, but I don't know if any of them are appropriate. All I know is that this level is got the good.
Here, let's
Look,
use
BFG is out. Just getting rid of it.
Kill the imp.
Got him. Found him somehow.
I think the kids just came home. You guys might hear some noise.
Some screaming and some yelling.
Let me know if they poke their heads in.
Okay. Chat will let us know. They're on watch.
The imps have entered the building.
Friday Night Lullaby on YouTube says, kudos to the designer of the headshot pop. Yeah, Chad and his team with the sound effects. There is something like, both with all of the destructible demons and then that headshot pop, there is just like a carnal thing that triggers inside you that goes, yep, I want to hear that. I want that satisfaction.
A lot of what you hear with the sound effects and the visuals, like the cards, right? The floating key cards. I hear, like, you know, people who love Doom 2016, and I love it too.
Yeah.
People forget that, like, you know, we worked on that game. That's like, you know, we're as passionate about that game as we are about this game. There's a little bit of, like, sometimes with the fans, like, what's better? It's like saying which of your kids you like better. I mean, we love them both. Like, you know.
Right.
But I will tell you that because the speed of the combat in Eternal with Dash and Meat Hook got faster, when there was a period in the early part of... Oh, that was bull, dude. There was a period in the early part of development that when the visual style was still set to the more... The only difference is that the obviously the pickups are all, you know, much brighter if the thing was still here. Like, say that, for example. The way that you want to play Doom Eternal is the way I'm playing it, like really fast, and it's all about in the service of the gameplay, like just acquisition of information, just like bam, bam, where's the target, where's the turret, you know, power up right there, dude, you know, dude, guy, hit weak point, you know, I need to be able to identify the weak points from across the arena that I need to shoot off, clearly identify what the targets and the threats are. So what we did was we put a character fill light on all of the characters, so like each character has his own light on him, which pulls him out of the environment so he stands out more. And because I'm talking, I'm about to die. But that so right there, that guy, he has a light on him that is separate from the environment that pulls him out, so he stands out more, and he's able to you're able to, as the player, recognize the target just purely in service of gameplay. It's not a visual. You know, in this case, gameplay took precedent over art direction, and I'm talking too much. That's why I'm dying. So, and honestly, that was necessary because with Dash, with the combat loop that we were creating, man, not being able to see your target because he's in the shadows was infuriating. Like and you'd move through the space really fast, but then you'd get stopped because you're like, well, where's the key card? It's like, oh, you don't see the body laying on the ground. It was like, it's just a faster game than 2016. And as a result, honestly, all of the road signs needed to get bigger and louder. And that's where it came from. Like, again, like all of this shit is just based on the fact that I want to be able to move through the space and play this game, you know, at lights out speed. And I couldn't when things were more Doom 3 subtle-ish. But some people say, like, well, you know, the characters look better. Yeah, because they're in 2016, they didn't have a character light on them to purposely pull them out of the environment.
That makes total sense. So because you're a supercharged Ferrari now, like, you got to make every single thing have its own light and forego some of those, like, moodier, maybe more, like, artistic, like, satisfying character model things where they're in this space because you can't see them, and that doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't look good.
No. It was infuriating, like, because the game is exactly the car got faster, and the road signs on the track needed to get a lot more obvious.
Yeah.
All right, I got to play the series now.
You got it. Since you're on the second, well, you're not on the second. You're on the second.
Let me ask, how's chat responding to that? I mean, like, I just want people to know that, like, it's important that they know that. Like, yes, I know that the characters stand out more, and there's not as many of that moody, gritty, cinematic stuff. But, like, do they know that, like, I mean, I'm telling you the absolute truth. This is the design story of Doom Eternal. Like that's why
Yeah.
that stuff looks that way.
Shout out to our boy Swan Song in chat, a brother from another mother, who says great choice, and he uses all caps, so you know he means it. So
Yeah, because you guys, this is your race car. I mean, this is. I honestly I wanted the game to like a game that was pure gameplay driven. You know, like no compromises, that everything existed in service of the game.
mm-hmm.
So because honestly, we're just trying to make the most fun gaming experience we possibly could.
Here's one from chat that I like because it kind of points out some of the difference in why, right? So Guru1911 from Twitch says, it makes sense, but I love the immersion more in Doom 2016. But that's the important thing that he or she points out there. It's you can have the immersion more in 2016 because it's more about the environment and about the journey than it is about the gameplay, right? Gameplay is secondary to that.
It's a slower game.
Yeah.
You know, like look what I'm doing. I mean, I'm trying to land a headshot from across the arena, and the fact that I could even consider doing that is only because that character has a light on him.
Right.
You know. And when it comes to like the abilities and things that we're asking you to do, like right there, it's like desperate for health, need a guy. There he is. I could see him. You know, clear as day. You know, landing those type of. All right, I don't want to die.
I don't know if we've ever made this analogy. If we, you know, we've got all the car analogies and airplane analogies, like fighter jet analogies for Eternal. Did we ever put an analogy on 2016 what that car or that plane is now by contrast and by comparison? I don't know that we have. I don't know if you had one
I
ready.
mean, I always said Bruce Lee on a skateboard with a shotgun, and that was accurate. I mean, it felt that way. Oh, God, that was terrible.
Still alive. You're about to get into phase 2 of this when I think, oh no, you're in phase 2 now. So maybe it's time for. Are you not doing quad because Big Boomer Energy, Gen X forever? Is that why?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
We're not doing quad. What are you, crazy?
It's like I don't need four of the things I have. I already have all of them right here. Ooh, that Cacodemon is getting aggro. Nice it. I love, again, I know that you guys talked about this. We haven't talked about this in a long time, though, about how in Eternal you guys made the conscious decision to kind of like weigh and figure out how much damage you take and kind of get you in the option where you can stay at the brink of death and actually have a chance to get out of it instead of just like weighing everything equally and making it so that if you get hit with something big, you're just insta-dead when you're like in that, you know, zone where you could die.
Stupid. Yes. Yes, lots of things kind of like to. Oh, here's my dog.
Hey. Guest
I don't
appearance.
know if you can see this.
Oh, we can see that. Oh my God, that's like a full Benji. You have a Benji. That's an old reference. Sorry.
She gets crazy. She licks my face with such an intensity. She's like, "Oh, are you here? I love you."
She's like, "Look, get off this beard. I want to just see you with a mustache." She's trying.
She's awesome.
What's the name of this beast? This beautiful beast.
Ginger.
Nice.
The problem is my daughter names everything, and it's all food names. So she's Ginger, the cat is Sprinkles, and I always mix it up. I'm like, Cupcake, get over here. It's just like none of them.
The cat is Sprinkles. Damn, that's good. Sprinkles, Widow, Ginger. These are pretty good.
Yes, I got to name Bodhi. Bodhi is a King Charles Spaniel, and I named him Bodhi after Bodhisattva from Point Break because if you know what a King Charles Spaniel looks like, it's the most fifi dog like ever. And I thought it was hilarious, the irony there of like naming him after, you know, the famous ultra badass madman Patrick Swayze character.
There was a time in my life for about some buddies of mine like that I grew up together, actually both of which I land together with. We used to play Doom and Quake every weekend during high school. We had this music project we were doing for a whole summer called Dust Graffiti, and every night we fell asleep watching Point Break. And by watching, I mean I've seen it so many times, and it doesn't matter where you wake up or where you fall asleep, like you're in the right part of the movie because that movie is perfection. It is I don't know if people would consider Point Break like a B movie or not at this point, because it wasn't like it had no budget or anything, or no, backing behind it. It was like a big budget movie at the time. You had Swayze, you had Keanu, but man, that movie is fantastic. Love that movie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing movie.
Is that your favorite
Patrick-
Swayze movie? What do you got?
That's hard. I
know.
think like Roadhouse
Yeah.
is I don't know. I don't know.
It's good.
Roadhouse is like one of the greatest movies ever.
It's really, really
What?
good.
Why are you still here? What are you doing?
Trying to tell you something.
All right, hold on. We may have to deal with this. What's wrong?
Ginger.
Where is everybody? Let me. I'm gonna have to deal with this.
All
Jack,
right.
For
This
2
is
seconds, because the dog. I'm getting the signal right now from the dog that this is the. If you don't let me out right now, and I don't know if Mom is around, so I'm gonna turn off my camera for 2 seconds. Can
All
I?
right. We'll see. Do it. See what happens.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay. Just a green Discord. Shout out to Discord, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Does everybody deal with did they put their dogs out? Did they feed their animals? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. I'm seeing, man, Twitch has got that dog emote is spot on. No pun intended for the spot there. I like how some people are still just like, question for Hugo, and I'm like, well, let's hold that just for a minute. We'll put it in the queue. I'm seeing people are the Doge Eternal, Big Doge Energy. Yeah, let's talk about it. Put the dog down. Ate my dog. Oh no, Ginger Hugo's Doge. That's right. One of them.
All right.
Tim and Bodie. All right. Hugo is back. Ginger
see
is
me?
sorted. We can. You're back. That was quick.
Yes. I just opened up the front door and let her go. She needs to run free. That's
There's a
it.
homeward bound in there somewhere, for sure.
That's right.
Just trying to really expand the lore and the character of Ginger.
Yes.
This is good.
We need to make a Ginger a demon in Doom.
That would be
Like-
amazing.
What the hell am I using that gun for?
Are we building that character right now in the middle of this fight? What are Ginger's demon qualities going to be?
I mean, she would lick relentlessly with
Okay.
the like a possessed demon,
Okay.
and
Would she be small in size and like something you have to
think
look
she'd-
down to
I
fight?
think she'd have to be
Okay.
like lethal. Well, you know what we should do is we should make Ginger like a skin variant for the Marauder's dog. That'd be awesome.
Ooh, now we're
So
talking.
like he could either oh my god,
Nice chainsaw.
he could either summon this, sick demonic wolf, or he could summon
The sweet, kind, beautiful, white,
That's right.
mangy Ginger who just wants to go outside and run free.
That's right.
That would be an
All right.
interesting option for a cosmetic, is the Doge, if you can break the wolf out. Oh my god, that was all the cacodemons. Oh yeah. Resources managed. Still got enough ammo to feed a couple more meatballs tonight. There we go. Oh, double fed. Still works. God, the music is so good right now too.
Oh my God.
no.
All right, I'm not doing good. I gotta get serious.
Get serious.
We gotta get focused. We're overconfident.
That's right. We gotta enter the zone. That's what we have to do here.
That's right.
You've been given the lick power of Ginger, so now you're twice or 3 times as powerful. Or you
That's
can't
right.
see because there's saliva in your eyes. One or the other. Either way, we gotta get this. We gotta get this going. Okay. I was starting to look at Patrick Swayze movies. I got really sidetracked here. Oh, Tu Wong Fu, Red Dawn. And then how
So
could I
bad.
forget Donnie Darko? How could I forget? Forgot
So
that
dumb right
appearance.
there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Steel Dawn. I was like, don't you dare. Don't you dare talk smack on Steel Dawn. Man, Youngblood with Rob Lowe. All right, I'm in a hole. Let me get out of here. All right. Back to some questions. Where was that one?
Jesus Christ, can I land a shot?
You got this. There you go. That's the best way to deal with gargoyles, in my opinion. All right, you just got to slow down, prioritize the targets, land your shots, and just get into that groove. You got this. Oh man, this is a very Texas question. You ready for it? Because we're going to Texas with this question. This is coming from our buddy Simplu. The question is, hey Josh and Hugo, got a question. Knowing that id Software is based in Texas, and I myself am a resident, I've got a super pressing question. Was the Okay, here's the question. Was the "What You Sellin" sign in Hell on Earth subway inspired by Whataburger? I don't know if we can say that legally, but we could maybe say indirectly. And if so, if you guys eat at Whataburger, what are your favorite meals? Hugo.
I don't eat at Whataburger a lot, and it probably could have been because the artists like to do a lot of cheeky stuff like that.
That is true. Oh, nice. Look at all those resources gained. He ready. Have you ever had, I gotta ask though, because I actually love me some Whataburger. I'm not a huge fast food fan in general, but when in Texas, like Whataburger is the place I always go. Have you ever messed with their chocolate milkshake? Because however they do it, it's almost like there's like little like icicles in there. I know that sounds totally insane, but you know, usually like the traditional milkshake is like very like ice cream heavy and kind of like smooth and creamy, but theirs is more like, it's not an icy, but I don't know how to describe it. Help me out, Chad. It's almost like it has these little like, it's made up of like a bunch of little tiny pieces of ice, and it's not even that it's chopped up, it's just how it comes out of that machine. I am obsessed with Whataburger chocolate milkshakes. Also, they have spicy mayo, which I know chat loves them some spicy mayo, because I'm seeing shouts out for that right now. So, and as far as their meals go, all their burgers are good. I don't discriminate that much with burgers when it comes to like when you're already there. I mean, you can get fancy, but a little bacon, a little ketchup, a little spicy ketchup, a little mayo. You heard me say it. Are you somebody that puts mayo on the burger, Hugo? Because I know that's a controversial topic for some.
Some I mean, I don't mind it. It's
okay.
good. I feel bad about it because it's intense.
Yeah, that's fair. A little
it's
bit
kind of like, can you make this more unhealthy?
Sure, that's fair. It's like, can I put a little ice cream on top of that like piece of pie? It's like, yes, you can, and it's going to be good.
I knew that was going to happen. So stupid.
You just love this arena, and so do I. I don't even mind it. I'm not even mad about it. Plus, we're only playing one map tonight, so let's stretch it out. Let's stretch those legs.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes, yes.
Let's really show the full spectrum of this arena from all the angles, because they're all dangerous. Also, I know we talked about this maybe when this came out initially, but like, how did you guys come up with the idea? Because it's so rad, and like all the community immediately were like glued onto this idea that essentially like when you played this arena through the first time, you're in the second phase of it now because you've already gotten the key. Like when that match is over, and by match I mean I'm just calling like the individual arena fight itself as a match, like it feels good and you're like, damn, I love this map, I love this arena, that was such a cool fight. Like in the Eternal base campaign, it's usually like one and done with the arenas, right? Like there isn't a lot of like going back and having like different encounters in the same arenas, but y'all double down like crazy in the best way in the Ancient Gods Part 1. Like what was that decision like, as far as like how did that come to be, where you guys were like, you know what'd be cool is if we actually like step up the encounters, but we do it like we actually separate them the way that, you know, almost like old school like escalation encounters are in Eternal, or like 2016 is, where it's like there's multiple phases and you kind of like have to get through one to the other, but there's a break. It's not just you know, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Like how did that come to be in this?
Just pacing, you know, like really focused on trying to make sure that the everything is always kind of in service of like a well-paced experience. So like it felt appropriate to be able to, you know, kind of like make a part 2 of this experience.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all did, because this, yeah, it just makes you appreciate the design that much more. And the fact that you guys do the little variants, like, you know, now there's the electricity, there's a hazard on the ground there, so you can't just run around willy-nilly any way you want. I love it.
Fucking shit. That was horrible. That was so stupid.
Here's a question coming straight out of Rip and Entertainment. Wow, I can't speak. Rip and Tear Gaming. Lord help me. In terms of lore, why did Samur want his body stored back at the UAC Atlantica facility when it could have been stored in a more secure location like Mars or Phobos?
I mean, I think he considered this a secure location. There's also, like, you know, discussions around, like, the story of how it got here and, you know, who was involved, and Samur's, you know, the whole backstory of, like, his connection with his body, his connection with his original body, you know, and sorry, the backstory of his character.
Yeah.
With regards to, like, when he came to Earth, you know, under the direction of his then master, the father. So.
And there's the connections with him and Ark and everything else too, of all the things he's trying to like manipulate in the background and the history of, right? So.
And manipulate in the spirit of, like, he's always just wanting to be in charge. I mean, he's not a bad guy. Like, you know, he's flawed, but not you know, just evil. He's never been.
You heard it here first. He's not that bad of a guy. He just isn't. He's just a manager who made a few questionable decisions.
That's really it. Like,
Yeah.
everybody in the story.
And it feels like he's very Machiavellian too in that way, right? Where it's like ends justifies the means. Like there's a lot of vibe in that in 2016.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, because at his core, he's a maker, and that is kind of how they see themselves, very justified in their actions.
Maker's got to make, after all.
God, how many times am I gonna fall back off that thing?
You just need a little more space there. All right, you got this. And don't forget, everybody wants to get flame belts all the time because you can never have enough armor. It's really just a thing you can always have more of. Because it's like health before health. That's what it is. And I love the animation of it coming out of every demon all the time. Aw. Awesome Kickass says, Josh, I just got off work at the grocery store. I got some fries and pizza to chuck in the oven, so I'm doing great. Awesome Kickass is the perfect name for your screen name because that is, you are doing all the right things, my friend. So thank you for being here. Thank everybody for being here. Let's see. Mars and Phobos more secure. Good one. Andrew Lee is taking a jab at Rip and Tear's question because he's like, yeah, Mars and Phobos more secure. Is it? I think we've proven that there might be some security risks there in a few other Doom titles we've done. Okay, this is coming from Boonglar. Question is favorite FromSoft game, Hugo.
Sekiro.
More than Bloodborne?
Yeah.
How come?
I think the
I'll just
look
play
of
devil's advocate.
Bloodborne is better, and the world of Bloodborne is better, but the game of the video game of Sekiro is better, and ultimately, you know, that's what I care about.
That's a good answer. I'm like a Bloodborne apologist, so I can't. Even if Sekiro has a much tighter system that actually rewards you for less repetitive action and more precise timing, I'm so drawn in by that art style and basically the lore and the madness of Bloodborne that, like, even though it was not my first FromSoft game, it feels like my first. It just feels like that special, like everything just clicked. You know what I mean?
Well, I like them better than Dark Souls because they're more offensive-oriented games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, both of them. Whereas Dark Souls gets a little, which is fine. It gets a little fantasy magic-y.
Sword and board more that, like, you have to defend, you have to watch their attacks versus, like, I mean, that gray health system they did in Bloodborne where you lose health that you can gain back by attacking because they're trying to make you push forward. Like, that changed the whole FromSoft formula. And then they did it again in Sekiro with how they, you know, do blocking and parrying. It's incredible, and making you do it. That was the cool thing, right? Is like in Bloodborne, technically. Oh my God, my brother. I'm gonna talk about my brother for a second. Sorry, Ben. So my brother played almost all of Bloodborne, never having parried. He never used his blunderbuss the whole damn game. Because we were talking about part of the DLC. We were talking about part of the old hunters, and I was like, yeah, you just go behind them, and then as soon as they attack, you just, you know, L2 and then you know, R2 or whatever. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, when they attack, you know, right before they are about to come down, you hit your blunderbuss and you stun them. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what buttons are you pressing this whole game? How have you gotten this far? What are you doing? But yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I hear people do that with like what is it? Breath of the Wild, where like you know, I'll have friends who like don't parry, you know, and I'm like,
Jesus.
well, how do you beat the Lionels? They're like, I don't beat any Lionels. I'm like, well, how did you finish the game? They're like, oh, like it's a testament to the game that like
You could play it any way you wanted to. You want to explore, you want to go up every mountain, do it. If you don't, get to the bosses and figure out a way to outsmart them and get out of there. Yeah. That's crazy. This is like picking our favorite children, but Nene Papa 3000 on Twitch has a question for both of you. What's your favorite demon?
I mean, the Marauder, I would say. I like fighting him the most. I think what he brings, the value that he brings to the combat is so critical.
I mean, that piece that you guys added that had never been in a Doom game before, where I just love the way that the approach was for the Marauder, where it again, like my favorite part of Sekiro is how the biggest threat in Sekiro is something that's the same size as you, that has the same ability as you, right?
Yeah.
And like in Eternal, I mean, the Marauder, it's that showdown of like two warriors going head to head, same size, you know, he's got a super shotgun, you've got one. Sure, you have a meat hook and he doesn't, but pretty fair. He's got a doge that attacks. You just have one that leads you to places. So I think it's a fair fight. But yeah, you guys did insane work with that. And I love how that was such a polarizing thing right when the game came out, right? Like people were like,
I mean, honestly, it's like, name me something good that isn't, you know,
100%.
like
100%.
like I'm sure you could, but I'm just saying, like, it's bold. You know, like I feel like a lot of design decisions that are bold, you know, are at first can be a little bit controversial at first, but I think it's a matter of like, and look, some of the controversy around the Marauder was warranted because there were some bugs. I mean, like there's some of those moments where you thought you should have countered him, you should have, because you hit a bug with the staircase or like, you know, different things that our community has helped us identify. So that's all valid. I also think that a lot of people who struggled with him at first didn't know that he was vulnerable to 2 and for expert players 3 attacks. They would shoot him once and then not shoot him again. Which, could you imagine for all of the oh Jesus Christ, keep doing this. For all of the fans out there that know how to fight him, if you only shot him once.
oh my God, that fight would take forever. It'd be so stressful.
And that's what happens. Like, there's a lot of people who didn't know that he was, you know, vulnerable, and that's why we added the stars, because I think that we were way too subtle with the idea that, like, oh, don't you see that he's, you know, vulnerable?
Right.
And,
that he still has a window for making attacks happen. Sure.
Yeah. So I think it's like, if we're going to be that obvious with the glory kill state, why are we not that obvious with a stun state?
Right. That's fair.
And I think the stun state, as it was defined by the hammer, is something that we could really own in the future. I think it's a really interesting component to a first-person shooter that, like, you could, you know, it's kind of like a fighting game, like, you know, like just take falters and make them more a part of the game, because I think, you know, the community who's picking up on falters and how cool they are, I think there's something we could do with that. What the hell am I doing?
Blood punch him? Okay, I was like, I thought you were like saving the blood punch for somebody else. There you go. No, it's true though. I mean, just like you said with everything else too, of making all of the the signs, you know, bigger, like the road signs, and you know, giving the characters their own light. It's giving the information visually to the players because they're going so fast. They need to be able to prioritize what their plan, which they're changing every quarter second in this game, right?
Yeah, like look how crazy this game is in terms of like the shit we're asking you to do.
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in there, blood punch him.
Oh, why did I put my shield down? It's so stupid.
You really wanted to go mano a mano, but he's got the flame lake, and that thing hurt.
Yeah.
That thing hurt a lot. All right, here's a question coming from YouTube from Hunter Stonebridge. The question is, would you rather infinite bacon and no games, or infinite games and no game? But I'm just going to assume he means bacon, he or she. Infinite bacon, no games, or infinite games and no bacon?
You mean like I can't eat bacon anymore?
I think that's the idea, yeah.
I'm not that passionate about bacon, so I think I'll go with...
Yeah, I think that's the call. Because here's the thing. When you have bacon and you're eating it, and you're someone that is into meats, it's almost impossible to top. It's a euphoric, amazing treat, a delicacy, if you will. But the thing is I could go without bacon for months, and even if I forget about it, years, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's really good, that's cool. But no games? Come on. Come on. Come on. What are we doing? Can't have that. Bacon is temporary, doom is eternal. That's right. That's coming from Magrimo on Blade Twitch. Truth, facts, confirmation.
I need some ammo, because this mofo's going to be coming up here. I'm a little low.
Here's a question coming from Pivotal Plays 61. He or she says, Fugo. So your name is Fugo now, okay? Fugo.
Down.
If they made a movie based off Doom Eternal, what would your story take be?
I mean, I would like it to be like the 2016 Eternal arc, you know? I think that would be cool. If possible.
That would be cool. Oh, this is an interesting question. God, a lot of bacon coming up tonight. This is coming from Bacon Chicken 42. Question. How long was the demon invasion going on before the Slayer returned? The giant trees on reclaimed Earth made me think it was going on for way longer than we thought.
I mean, a good amount of time. I'd be lying if I said like I knew exactly how long. It really was just done based off of how long we thought. That's why we moved the story forward, was to try to give us the room to be able to allow the coolness to take effect. So to give us a good playground to play in. That was really it. Like if it was too close to 2016, there wouldn't be enough change that had taken place, and you know, there's a risk that the world wouldn't be that interesting of a playground to play in.
Yeah, you needed time for it to evolve and devolve and do all the things to make it feel like you needed to be there and like a change had happened. Which is cool too, because it's that whole like, you know, you and I are obviously huge sci-fi space nerds for all the movies, all the books, all the genres. Like the idea of when you get back home, like what state it's in, that's always something that like as soon as that movie's over, like, you know, whether it's Alien or whatever it is, it's like if you get back to Earth, like what's it look like? Did that other ship already arrive? Like what state is that whole place in? Like I love that is, I think you guys gave it the perfect amount of time, because yeah, it's like you see the change and they need the Slayer. And that's why it's so cool. I like that they pointed out, they were talking about Reclaimed Earth, because there's the graffiti there. There's like, you can see that there's like a whole, the population of people there like know the Slayer as like the savior, as like the one that can, you know, change things and hopefully put them back to normal. Pretty rad.
Yeah, and he's, and I always thought it was cool that like, you know, there's the symbolism of the Slayer in the story is that, you know, he's in essentially what the story is. I always said during development, it was almost like we were making a movie about the Rapture if it was made by like Michael Bay or something. You know what I mean? Like some sort of a summer blockbuster. You know, the Russo brothers makes a movie about the rapture, you know, and so a biblical event with Marvel's level of execution.
Love it.
And then in the rapture, I'm not super up on my biblical stuff, but
Same.
in the rapture, you know, it says that, like, you know, the demons come down and there's X amount of years of hell on earth, and then you know, they say, you know, God would then come down and with the angels and there'd be a war. Please,
Yep.
in the chat, excuse me if I am destroying this story. I'm doing my best.
It's okay. We can make it up. I mean, it was
but
somebody made it up.
I mean,
so
during the development, I did, you know, like, read about it, and
yeah.
and so it was cool to me that, like, you know, the one who came down to save them was the Slayer, and so it made sense that they would kind of deify him. And all of this is just mainly, you know, it's cool to be that character, that hero.
Yeah. To be the one that the entire universe, and by which I mean at least, you know, from what we already have seen, definitely all the inhabitants of Earth, which, you know, we all have a particular care about because we're sort of there. It's cool to be the one and only unstoppable, unmovable thing that could save us from this onslaught, which, you know, I think we already established, right? It was only Australia that's pretty much safe because of Spud Hunter and Devo, right?
That's it. And really the thing that nobody could control, I mean, again, I think that's just important. Like, Devoth, not anyone, not the makers, you know, not even, you know, his old drill sergeants, you know, going back to when he punched out his drill sergeant. It's just like the Slayer is the Slayer as an unstoppable, one-of-a-kind force.
Love it. Carrera 4K. I did it. They just wanted me to say their name. What's up, Carrera 4K? You're so high definition. How'd you do that? How'd you get so many Ks in there? Crimson Super Shotgun. I'm just going to say that's their name. Question for both. Would it be possible? Sorry. Would it be possible as, quote, secondary game based on the Marauder? Like telling Sentinel's story and connecting the pieces of the story, like telling the story of a Slayer's persecution. So interesting. They're talking about, like, the possibility of doing the other side, I guess, like the Marauder side of the story. Is it possible?
Hey, where's the fucking help?
You found it. You need some no, you're okay. You got a little bit of ammo, but maybe a chainsaw on that imp wouldn't be the worst thing that ever happened. Maybe a little flame on him too. Oh god, there's a pain elemental out too. Ooh, Doom Hunter. Get him in there. By the way, huge shout out to our gear store, that is gear.bethesda.net. They sent me this absolute unit that Hugo may or may not have been killed by just then. That's that ass. That's the back side. This is the front side. This is, of course, none other than the mini Doom Hunter, which is just absolute metal and chaos. Like, I love everything about the design. The double chainsaw, the Doom 64 reference, all the voice lines, the fact that he has 2 phases, 2 chainsaws, and he's got missiles that try to find you no matter where you are. I love Doom Hunters so much. So shout out. I think actually that's still Badia. That's still up for pre-order right now. I know a lot of the mini collectibles went fast, but that one's actually still on the gear store right now. Do I have a link? Maybe. Somewhere. There's one. Boom. Get linked. This is a question from, since we're in the middle of this arena that we are exemplifying combat and all of the incredible, destructible, and otherwise, all of the gore and the combat that is coming off of the demons as you are showing the pieces of them flying off. The question is coming from Spleef. Spleef? Yeah, Spleef. Development question. I love how chunks of flesh come off of the enemies as you shoot them. My question is, did you have the system in mind when designing enemies, and did it change the approach of any of the enemies' designs?
All of them, and absolutely. That was like that's the big thing with Eternal.
Is having those phases and those stages where you could actually like see the damage being done. Yeah.
Yeah, and it did. That was the difference between 2016 and Eternal. Was like we had Gore, you know, really good Gore, but we never designed the characters, you know, with that in mind, and sewed in the gameplay with destructible demons with it. So it was, you know, oh my God, planned. I had all that health. That was so stupid. Planned from the beginning, you know, to make sure that there was yeah, the destructible demons wasn't just you know, didn't just look cool. That it was actually like
engineered that way, kind of from the beginning.
Yeah.
So, and again, like you were saying before, it comes down to that just more visual information we're giving the player that is going 8 million miles an hour at all times, and kind of like checking in on where the damage that is being done. Oh my God! Speaking of which, that blood punch was nasty. This arena is so fun because it's so tight and claustrophobic, but then, like you just did a second ago, you remember, like, you have these moments where you're like, a player is like, oh yeah, meat hook, I can just bounce, I can get out of this. But I love, like, the verticality and the tightness of this claustrophobic ass little mini arena before Dat Marauder comes in. Oh yeah, you're using this whole map now. It's flowing nicely. Don't forget, some of these imps want to be burned. They just want to. They want the flame bells to come out. They want you to have all your armor all the time. They told me in a dream. Oh yeah, Baron. Woof. You don't see that one every day. That's a good one. God. Speaking of which, like you were just saying about the destructible demons, the damage being shown, the difference between 2016 and Eternal, the glory kills and the variation in this game, it feels like you guys like tripled down on that, because there are so many unique animations. Like every now and then when I'm playing, I'll do one that still surprises me, where maybe I'll come from behind and I'll do it from the bottom left side instead of the top right side, and there's a unique animation for that. Like, the animation team blew it out of the water. Like, insane. Yep, blood punch. Ooh, double blood punch. Get off of that. There we go. Oh. Our poor Doom Hunter. He gone. He out of the world. He out of existence. That's a GG's. But God, look at this. Would you look at this? I can't get enough of these dudes. I love these mini collectible boys. Lots of questions. It's true. And keep them coming. Because we out here. Ooh, I like this one. This is coming from Maxwell 421. Question is, aspiring writer, what would be the best way to get a job with id once I have a bit more experience? What's the best way?
I mean, look out for the job forums and when we're hiring, and you know, send in your work. I would say when it comes to a job, sorry, I'm not talking a lot because I'm super focused, because tag one is not easy.
Yeah. Turns out it's a little tough. But yeah, jobs.zenimax.com, and then you can pick the studio and stuff. So anybody who's interested, you could always keep a lookout there and just apply through the site. There's a whole portal for it. You were saying, sorry.
Yeah. You want to, in terms of like just getting work, I'm gonna skip the cutscenes. Well, I don't want to skip the cutscenes. In terms of getting work, you know, it's perseverance, it's persistence. I would say in general, like only speaking for myself, but it's probably true for a lot of people, is that your opportunities or achieving your goals, professionally speaking, they tend to take a little bit longer than you had anticipated. You know, like when I set out to get into the entertainment industry as a designer, I can't say that I thought it would take as much schooling, take as long, you know, take as many years, but it made it, you know, that much more worth it. You sort of like have a place you want to go, and by the time you get there, you look back, you're like, that took a little longer than I thought.
Through the grayness in your beard, you're like, that did take a couple minutes. Okay.
Yeah. So just stick with it. You know, like I think that's it. Like, I forget how that saying goes, but like, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Am I saying that right? I think that's the saying.
Googling it. That's a good one.
And that's true. You know, like, so while you're climbing that mountain, or or waiting for that opportunity or your shot, just keep honing your craft. You know, there's no substitute for putting as many revolutions as possible on your portfolio, on your craft. And believe me, like eventually your opportunity will come, and you just want to make sure that you're prepared for it. I had an opportunity to direct a short film when I was very young at Blur Studios, and I wrote a script, submitted it to Tim Miller. It got selected to be made into a short film. But I'll be honest with you, like, you know, soon after like a year or two of development, the financial bubble, that whole real estate thing happened. But I also, to be honest, don't think that I was necessarily prepared for that opportunity. I think years later with id, when an opportunity presented itself, I was just more prepared to be able to execute on the opportunities that were being given to me. So just, your time will come, just stick with it. And but most of all, be very self-aware and realistic with yourself. You know, like what it is you think you can and can't do, what it is you think you need to work on. It's helpful to have a very sobering view of your skill set at all times, so that way you could really know what it is you need to work on.
Speaking of, I see Chad asking about, so did the short film that you were working on at Blur, did it not get completed, or was it just a thing that, like, after it was done you thought later on, oh, I could have been more prepared for that, I could have done that better?
It didn't get completed.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. We worked on it for a while. Me and actually a friend of mine who went on to become a feature film director.
What? Shout out.
Who directed Sonic the Hedgehog, actually.
What?
Yes,
Dude, I'm sorry. I will stand up for that movie. That movie was.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah,
really,
my kids,
really fun.
My kids love that movie. And no, it didn't get finished. And I will say again, I just don't think that I was. If I was to look back and judge my own performance in that director role, I think I'm much better at it now.
That's fair.
But
you put yourself in the position in the first place to have the opportunity because you put in the work, you put in the time. But yeah, I mean, there's some really good lessons there as far as, like you were saying, like as far as not just the persistence, but about the being really sober, being really humble, like being realistic with the things you need to work on, and then putting in the work, right? Yep.
And I did. I out of that experience, I was kind of unhappy with myself in terms of the way it went, and I ended up pursuing more writing stuff in classes, and then I actually did stand-up comedy and acting and improv a little bit, which I was terrible at improv.
Oh my
absolutely terrible.
God, stand-up comedy. Tell us more about that for a second. I need to get back to that.
I ended up I'm gonna die talking, but I ended up it ended up with me on stage at the Comedy Store on what they call as a bringer show. So it's like white belt comedy show. Trust me, it's not real comedy, but but it was a thrilling experience, like all the way to like the backstage waiting area where all of these famous comedians who I've always loved.
Green room kind of area type thing.
Yeah. And like just knowing that, like, wow, like who may have sat in this green room.
Yeah,
and
legends.
did my little 5-minute set, my little dad jokes.
Okay, the question now is how much of that do you remember? How much of that set? Is there any jokes?
I have a recording of the whole thing. It's on. I showed it to Marty. I thought about putting it online.
Got the job, and he was like, "This guy is funny as hell. This guy has confidence. I like this. Let's go."
Yeah, I showed it to Marty, and I thought about putting it online, but there's no way.
Oh man.
And
that is the holy grail now. That's incredible.
It was fun. It was cool, and it was really scary. But there was work to be done, and all of that stuff I bring to my job now, and that's also not to say that there still isn't plenty of work, that still needs to be done, like areas I could improve personally.
Sure.
For sure. But yeah, great. So out of that, experience with the short, found myself on stage, doing stand-up comedy, and And then honestly, like soon after that, you know, got a job on Pacific Rim, and then did some other really cool film stuff. I worked on Percy Jackson and the Sea of, what the hell is it? Percy Jackson and the Sea of something. Sea of Thieves?
No, the Sea of Thieves is the game. I did the same thing in my mind. Hold on,
Percy Jackson and the first Percy Jackson movie.
Hold on, damn it. Let me hold on. All these YA, there's too many. Let me not in the Olympians, not in the Curse. Chat. Sea of Monsters? Sea of Monsters. Sea of Monsters is what they're saying. That's right. Thank you, chat. I didn't know you worked on that. What'd you do on that?
I did. I just worked on some of the sequences. I was a VFX artist at Murata, and we worked on that was one of our projects.
What? That's cool.
One of the many LA projects. It's been a winding road.
I'm telling you.
Many adventures.
Couple of places between here and there, huh? That's awesome.
My favorite thing, honestly, to look forward to is I would like to round out my career as a teacher, and help the next generation of game director and game developer forge their own path.
I love it.
And bore them with my war stories.
I think that the chat might want a couple more Doom games before that, but I think we all, at that point, after that is done and you're ready to hang that part of, you know, the, God, what is it, Here and Back Again in your Bilbo novel? I feel like at that point we all want to be sitting in that class as little hobbits, just basking in the light of the stories in person as you grow all the hair on your feet and you're in the Shire. I think we all want to be there.
By the way, chat, that encounter that I just fought, yes, had shield guys removed. We will be putting those back.
That's right. Shield was coming back in. So which is scarier now? Night fishing or stand-up comedy?
Oh, stand-up comedy is there's something about stand-up comedy that is scary. And again, I did a bringer show, so anybody who's actually done it knows that that's like white belt. That's like comedy with training wheels on.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still up on stage, you know, and there's still basically people laugh only if they think you're funny. So I had to do a bunch in preparation for it. I had to do a lot of open mics. What you do is you again, I don't want to talk about this like I even have any fucking clue what I'm doing.
Hey, you know what? You dipped your toe in, so you can say that you swam. Go ahead.
So this is what I was taught to do,
okay.
And I just did what I was told.
Okay.
Was
followed instructions.
I did a lot of open mics, and you bring a recording device, and you just tell your pathetic jokes that your friends laugh at and you think are going to work, but they don't work at all because the shit that your friends laugh at is not at all what strangers will laugh at. And then you record it, and if you get a little chuckle, you have to study it and just kind of make a note, like, okay, like, so, and there's something about the inflection, the timing, the rhythm, like the way you said it, the content, little combination of everything to try to perfect the exact phrasing of the way you said it, so that way you could basically recreate, I'm gonna die, recreate that moment where, you know, you say something and people laugh. And then little by little you build up to a full set, and you're kind of practicing the rhythm with which you say things, you know, like the delivery, basically the timing and the delivery. And that was really what I wanted out of that class. Was I wanted to be better at, like, from a leadership perspective, like public speaking, having confidence in front of people, you know, to be comfortable, just all kinds of things. But in particular also with the short, like how to write a joke, like how do I write something and make it funny, you know? How
do you make it land and all that?
Yeah, exactly, because the short that we wrote, it was kind of like a Pixar-ish short.
Oh, okay.
And that I wrote, but I thought some of the jokes like weren't landing, and I just wanted to work on that. So
nice.
So I went to a shit ton of open mics. I mean, the logic in my head was like, you know, I'm just gonna do like a million open mics until I get to my 5 minutes, and I did, and man, that was rough. Like, because that was just like, that basically meant just failing and failing often and failing aggressively in front of strangers and being basically made fun of and given really odd looks as I had some stories, jokes that were wildly stupid and not funny, and get to the part where like, oh, somebody chuckled, like I should save that.
Yeah.
And it was really weird. It was a really interesting time because I ended up in like, I remember like I was in like going to all these weird kind of, gotta be honest, seedy comedy clubs, that open mics that were in like bars that were open at 12:30 past midnight on a Tuesday in North Hollywood.
Gas.
You know, yeah, telling, you know, with real aspiring comedians. That was actually the coolest part, is I was around people who had real talent for this, and you know, it was amazing, and it was cool because they were on their artistic journey. Like I had already gone on my journey and through Art Center and stuff, and like this was like a detour, you know, like this wasn't my hill to climb. I just kind of wanted to climb it for a little while to work on some stuff, but I actually got to see like professional people. I was used to being around like artists and designers, and now I was around like improv actors and performers and comedians, and it was amazing, and I had so much respect for what they were doing. And you know, it's kind of like being a painter and then being around musicians, you know, like
it's just like their minds work so differently, they interact so differently, you have such different energy around them, right?
They're all creatives, you know. Exactly. So just a really cool experience. And then did my little show, but failed miserably too. Like had one show that killed it, and then some guy invited me to go to the main stage to do a bringer show, and I was like, oh my god. Then I had my wife, and she invited all of her friends from work, and I got so nervous that I forgot like half my routine and sweated profusely in front of everyone. And I remember my wife saying like, what the fuck, you couldn't remember your jokes? Like, because she was like mildly embarrassed. So I say that because like, look, dude, one of the shows was a triumph. Like the audience roared, people shook my hand afterwards, like, oh my god, you should do this for real. Yeah, I don't know, you know, I'm just doing this to learn some stuff. And then the other one was a disaster, and my wife was probably kind of embarrassed. And
well, she's also seen you do it well before, so she's got the difference.
Yeah,
she knows how good it can be.
It didn't make her feel any less like, hey, how about you remember your jokes before I invite everybody from my job here?
How about you let me know if you're gonna, you know, sit this one out, and I'll not invite everyone I know. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. So no, just great, you know, like jumping out of a plane, scary but good for you.
Nice.
In some weird way.
No, it's awesome.
I don't need the other thing.
The I mean, not the escalation encounter, just the secret encounter.
Yeah.
With all
I still have some friends from that. Big shout out to Shelly. She was my comedy partner. Helped me with my routine.
And I love that too. Even in like a solo sport like stand-up comedy, which is one of the ultimates as far as, you know, solo on your own. You make your own everything as far as your way goes. I love how even in that, there's still in the practice, you got to have a partner, you got to have somebody that you run stuff by, you got to have somebody that, you know, you can actually bounce off stuff consistently and get that feedback loop where you know that you're, you know, in the right direction, doing the right thing. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Are they still doing it, do you know?
She's not,
Okay.
but I don't know if anybody else in the class was. It was a class. It was LA.
Nice.
That's one of the cool things about LA is like there's a class for everything. And
That's true.
I love taking classes. I take classes for all kinds of shit. So like, you know, I was like, I wanted to do it, and rather just hurl myself at it, there was like a
Chat wants you to do this Slayer gate. I had to interrupt you. I was getting
Yeah.
yelled at. I was getting yelled at by chat. I know.
Absolutely, I will do the Slayer gate. Wait, where is it? Did I miss it?
We have to turn around.
We do?
Yeah. It's before we go further. It's in the area off to the side of where all the what do you call them are. What'd you call them? Yeah, you can just hit the auto map. That's what they were saying too. You're right. They're thinking we're doing it on purpose. No, we're not doing it on purpose. We're old. We have memories.
No, I just forgot.
Yeah.
I know where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is that guy chasing me? I think he is.
It sounded like it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, goodness.
He's burning the ground that I'm standing on.
Get
He's
that
pissed.
cyber demon. Get him. Here we go. There we go. Little Rose on YouTube asked, Josh, are you a Destroyer Blade Chad or an Arbalest Chad? Even though right now we have the current Slayers Club monthly challenge of doing an Arbalest, so I'm doing my part in Arbalisting as many demons as I can flatline, because shout outs to Flatliners. I love that movie. Hugo, I know we broke down a lot of stuff, but Flatliners is one of those ones that's like the right place at the right time.
Oh,
it's such a different kind of movie.
Do you see what's happening?
Wow,
So
it's spawning in now because you're on the other side of the archville?
Yeah, I left him alive, and he's spawning shit, and he's trying to burn me. This is amazing.
That's incredible. I've never seen that. Because we did it out of order. Yeah, they're just gonna keep going. Oh god, get out of here. To the Slayer Gate. You never thought that the Slayer Gate was gonna be like the relief from where you were, but now it is. Because we've created hell.
He's burning the ground where I am. This is hilarious.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Like he's still there.
Oh my god, you gotta get the hell out of here. We gotta get into that Slayer Gate. We gotta get safe into the Slayer Gate. I never thought I'd say that. Here we go. We're doing it. But to answer the question, Little Rose, I am an Arbalest Chad. I love me some Arbalest.
Dude, look what he's doing.
He's spawning him inside of there.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god. That Makivus says no access. Come back later. Yeah. You need another key. You don't have that yet.
That was hilarious.
Wow.
All right, we got to take out that arch file.
I don't even know that could happen. My face hurts from smiling.
Yeah, that is so funny. He's like, I ain't done with you yet.
He's like, you think my range is just like in front of me? He's like, turn it around. They're everywhere. Oh man, that is too funny. Yeah, I agree. David Parsons says that is terrifying. It is terrifying. Let's see. Oh, this is a really sweet one. This is coming from Kinkstone, and they say, thank you and the whole team for making Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal and getting me into this amazing game series. It really helped me through some tough times in my life.
Good.
That's really sweet. Yep.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
I'm that way too, you know. I like get a real activity and or game that you can kind of lose yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, you know, let me ask you, are they a part of the community? Are they like making friends on the?
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, are you?
Kinkstone, are you reaching out? Are you in the Discord?
Listen,
are you hanging out, having fun? I mean, you're already doing it here, obviously, but you know. You were gonna say listen? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I was gonna say, yeah, like if you're down, you're having a hard time, you know, looking to connect with people. Go to the Discords. You're gonna find a lot of like-minded people in there.
Amen.
And you can just shoot the shit about the thing you love.
That's right. That's what it's all about, right? Like, I think the deepest connections I've ever made to all of my friends that have been friends with the longest, they're all through hobbies and things that you get passionate about, right? It's games, it's music, it's film, it's all that stuff. Because geeking out and getting like really down about whatever you're getting into and like getting really deep where you're having like a 3-hour conversation about like, you know, a piece of armor on the Marauder or like, you know, that one scene in that one movie, it's like, that's when you're like, these are my people, this is my tribe, this is my family. Like, that's the good stuff. This is a question from Jua2000. The question is, why do some demons come through portals and others of them just spawn? Is there an answer to that?
There is not.
Yeah, okay, good.
Chat, you guys are so deep in the lore and the fiction that I'm never gonna bullshit you. Like, there's just times where it's like, we don't know.
I thought you were gonna be like, if you turn to page 9,000 on your codex, you will read.
Oh god, I didn't need to die there. That was so stupid. The no, because yeah, like basically we do it sometimes, spawn sometimes, sometimes a spawn, sometimes a teleport, mostly based on visuals. You know, just like what looks good from a pacing perspective.
Man, there's a lot of like interesting questions about different sides of different stories for different Doom games. So this question's coming from Anvil Gaming. The question is, What are your thoughts on doing or going through Commander Valen's story for the next Doom game? They thought it should be a great way to see and experience the Sentinel lore / culture.
Well, why not? I mean, that's like the Clone Wars period of Doom, so why not from Doom Guy's perspective when he was like a, you know, I mean, I don't know, like, do you want to not play something other than Doom Guy?
True. That's a good. That's a good point.
You should answer that. Like, what do
Yeah,
you think?
Anvil Gaming. Let's hear you. Let's hear all of you. I'm seeing PewDieTon X on YouTube says, "Hey, he's a Clone Wars fan." Clone Wars has got some really good stuff in it. I'm seeing people wanting Doom Guy and Valen and the Slayer all together. I'm seeing people saying Doom Guy only. Doom Guy is greater than Valen.
Yeah, we're not gonna do. We wouldn't do both because that's a co-op, and
Yeah.
you know, Doom is about Doom.
This isn't Dead Space 3. Let's see. How would you? I'm open to it. Quake Guy, love you both. I'm seeing a lot of love for the Slayer, which good. 'Cause
Good.
we've invested a lot in that guy. That's a pretty polished car at this point. I'm seeing Andrew Lee in YouTube asking, do we know what Vega stands for? I can't remember, do we?
Yeah, I think we do. I just don't know it.
I don't
but I remember.
either.
Yeah, I
thought we
remember that.
did. I don't remember.
I remember that being worked out. Yes.
It is, someone somewhere knows it, so when we learn it, we'll share it. We can't
No,
remember it.
it's like it's even written down somewhere.
Shit. Where is the paper? Does anyone have paper anymore? Is paper a thing still? Ooh, okay.
Oh god. Oh god. That was not good.
This is a good question, and you don't have to. I mean, you're gonna answer it honestly, as always, but you can choose how much you want to answer or not answer this. This question is coming from Steve G 1007. The question is, who made the suit for the Slayer in 2016? He or she is saying, I don't think they addressed that yet.
The suit for the Slayer in 2016. I mean, the Wretch made the armor initially. We have not met the Wretch, and then I do believe that the Slayer. What we wanted to show when you see his suit, his old suit inside of his hub. Oh my God, I'm playing so bad right now. When you see the old suit inside his hub, it shows that the Slayer, works on his own armor. But the origins of that armor, I was, sort of aspects of where it came from, I think was, it is definitely fictionally stated that there was the Wretch who did that, but that is not someone we met.
Very interesting. But it could be that maybe the in a different universe, in a different time, in a different place, the Slayer maybe was the Amazing Grace and saved the Wretch like him. I'm sorry. Every time I hear a Wretch, I'm just like, think of that Wretch like me lyric from Amazing Grace, that song. Because I don't know why. I don't have an explanation for that. But that is that's interesting. So there's more stuff that we haven't explored yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's
universe.
tons.
What is this question? I like the way they're using the terrain, just every now and then do a little body blocking and getting some of the, oh god, some of those projectiles out of the way. Yeah, that gargoyle, can't let him live. They're gonna take your life. Somebody needs a chainsaw. Who's the fodder? Who's it gonna be? Arachnotron close though. Gotta go. Gotta go fast. There it is. Alright. Resources managed. Almost time for the tyrant to show up. Dude, those gargoyles. They've ended many an Ultra Nightmare run for me. I have no love for them. Every time remember you were talking about, you know, whatever demon killed you, you're gonna delete out of the game? I was like, please be a gargoyle. Those bastards. There it is, that wind up. Oh, it's so long and so menacing. I fear it, I respect it. What do you guys think, chat? What demon kills you the most? It doesn't have to be Ultra Nightmare, it could be whatever skill level you play the most. What demons do you die by the most? I see Cliffy Whisper says Whiplash. Mancubus is coming from Icon. Can't read the full name. Gargoyle, thank you. Carcass, Imps. Really, Imps? I mean, Imps, don't get me wrong. They still have their place, but Imps, they're just, every time I see an Imp, I'm like, PB headshot all the time, forever. All of them? That's a good answer. Whippies, okay. I'm seeing you YouTube, I'm seeing you Twitch. Dread Knight, yeah, dude. Dread Knights you have to respect. Mancubus, though. It's funny, I'm not seeing a lot of people talking about, okay, there we go. Matt Patterson on YouTube says Cyber Mancubus, because yeah. I feel like it's such a funny, like risk-reward, Hugo, that was set up in Eternal with like the Cyber Mancubi, because you know, you're taught that you can knock off that armor with the Blood Punch when you get the Blood Punch, and you want to do it because it's so satisfying to see all that armor fly off. But that getting close to a Cyber Mancubus is like the worst thing to do unless you can just put out all the DPS immediately, because they will make sure that that toxic stuff on the ground, that hazard, that noxious stuff will wreck you.
I want to see my fate.
I thought that's what you were looking for. I couldn't tell. Archvile? Yeah, always Archvile. Mizaki. Always a threat.
Alright, let's play serious.
Let's get serious.
Let's get focused.
Terry Bogard time. Let's go. Take no prisoners.
I'm playing personally. I know that on console, you're at your best when you're just decisive.
Yep.
And you're not missing your shots.
You're just making choices continuously, not second guessing. Oh god, that's just like we were talking about. Oh!
And not playing like that. Jesus Christ.
There was the double combination of, just like we were talking about, the Cyber Mancubus, the Noxious Hazard on the ground, backing up into a gargoyle that just didn't have enough chainsaw in them at the time. We got to fix them. We got to give them a diet of chainsaw only. Yes. That's what they want.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Sometimes you just need a little wasabi in the system. Just a clean slate. Just wash the palate.
Alright.
You guys asked for it, Chad. You wanted the Slayer Gate. You get in the Slayer Gate.
Oh, I've done this before. I mean, I know I could do it.
He's like, it says right here in my report card, I've beaten this level, and I have a minivan, and I have New Balances. I have everything I need. Getting a lot of support in chat. People saying you can do this, you got this. Let's Hugo. This one's coming from Unique YXD. They want to know what's our favorite Halo game. What's your favorite Halo game, Hugo?
Probably Halo 1. I mean, Halo 3 I thought was really the like where it all came together in terms of the most, you know, impressive overall experience. But like, I think in terms of like, look, it's kind of like what was your first, you know what I mean? And then you never forget your first. So like, you have like these emotional attachments, you know, to things that would be considered like your first.
Yeah, your entry point to that universe, right?
Exactly. So like, for me, of course, that would be Halo 1.
That's a good answer. That's a good one.
But I don't know that like objectively it's better. I mean, obviously like 3 does, you know, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But also like, you know, by the time I played 3, you know, I was very acclimated to the universe. So there's just this again, why the first one is so special, because it's all new, you know?
Yeah. I remember at the time too when that came out, like the press that Bungie was getting, and like people being like they hired a psychiatrist to like study the way that players felt, and they like balanced it around like, you know, the different emotions that like it was just such a different time for games where like scale and stuff was just getting like 3D, and you know everything that Bungie was doing was just clicking. Because I mean, I grew up, my mom was a teacher, and so we always had Macs in the house. Before, you know, I had to buy my own PC and literally like cut lawns and everything to play Doom. But before that, the only game I could play that was FPS and that was cool on Apple was made by Bungie called Marathon and Marathon 2. And so I got really used to like their humor and like their level design and their weapon design and like how they did aliens, and it was really, really cool. But I don't know, you know, this is a hot take, but my favorite Halo is Halo Reach. And I know that, you know, it's a controversial take because some people, you know, Halo 3 with multiplayer and stuff, I understand. Like, Halo 2 and 3 is where a lot of people spent a lot of amazing shouting matches, the same way that we did with GoldenEye and Doom and Doom 2 back in the day, whether you're on 64 or you were in, you know, a sweaty LAN basement with your friends. That's how a lot of people cut their teeth and became friends and had, you know, the deathmatch experiences that they did in Halo and Halo 2 and 3. But dude, Halo Reach, I don't know, there's something like so cool and like melancholy and sad about it. Like you could tell that since it was Bungie's last Halo game, like, I don't know, it had like some layers in it of just, I don't know, it just hit different. I mean, it wasn't the full macho experience either. It was like a completely different character, you know, like you're not Master Chief in it the whole time. So I don't know, that's still my favorite. Plus, have you and I can't remember if we've had this conversation on stream or if we just had it offline, but it brings me to the question of your favorite video game commercial. And I'm talking specifically about live action now. Do you know off the top of your head your favorite one?
I thought the Halo 2 one with the figurine, the diorama.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really good.
That one is sick.
Probably
really
that.
That's a great choice. Really, really
Why
good
was
choice.
yours?
It's a split between, again, Halo Reach. They made this one commercial. I think it might have been, I'm trying to think who the director was. I can't remember if it was the Tron guy, the same guy that did our amazing 2016 one. But anyway, it's like, it's a story where it's got this, you know, is at that time, like, you remember when Nike, what am I saying? NBA was doing like those like, what is it? Make greatness. So I can't remember what the hell their tagline was, but they had those like piano only, like kind of like highlight. It's like do 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 do. It's just like the constant melody, and they were making incredible commercials for that. Well, Halo Reach had this one where, as the soldier, you're carrying like the payload, and it's just this really like sad overtone, and you get that kind of Samus Metroid Prime moment where the main character, this female, is like going down with the payload, and you can see like her face through her visor, like from the inside, they're like the reflection, and then Master Chief, I think, grabs it. It's either Master Chief or another cadet, and they go up and drop the payload off on this huge, you know, alien ship. But it's just,
God damn it!
it's incredible.
I played that so poorly. I knew that
man.
was gonna friggin' happen.
Speaking of, the only thing that it's tied for in my heart of my favorite live action trailers, of course, other than the 2016 one, because I actually super, super love that, is the first Metroid Prime live action commercial they ever did. It was, God, what is his name? The guy that directed The Crow and Dark City, the Australian guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But he did the Metroid Prime commercial. And it was one of the first times I can remember that, like, video games, and even though this is, you know, this is GameCube era, they had looked good enough where he did an amazing thing where he cut from, you know, showing Samus in third person, like showing her attack, and then when she went into a role, like the actor, he switches into first, like, you know, the POV of the game where you go into like the actual little ball, and it like blew my mind at the time. So that's still one of my favorites. I'm just saying this to get you comfortable with the fact that we are ready now. We have gathered all of the Gen X energy to take this Slayer Gate apart, to just rip it in pieces.
Yes.
So, again, just, you know, prioritize your targets. Just have fun. Just play the way you play. It's time.
So bad.
Oh, damn.
All right. Let's do it. Let's be serious.
I love it. Let's get serious.
All right, how many blood punches do I have? Let's get one more.
Yeah. We need them all. We need to gather all the blood punches, all the energy. Ooh, God. Ooh, girl. Ooh, child. All right, we got some health here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Everybody gets a blood punch. Okay, Cyber Mancubus out. Looking good. That gargoyle wants a chainsaw. I know they do. I can feel it. Nice. Got 11 rockets. Got a nice bevy of rockets here.
Dumb.
Man, that Revenant wanted it. He was staying Blinky and Glory Kill ready for long enough that he just wanted it. He wanted you to have that health. Didn't belong to him anymore. Friend zoned, exactly. This is not the Hulk Gate Darth Spike. This is the UAC Atlantica Slayer Gate. They do look kind of similar aesthetically though, so I get that. I'm gonna hold off on questions until we get through the gate because I'm feeling the energy and it feels right. It feels like the mood, the time, the everything is in alignment right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got it. Son of a... The deal is we didn't have all of the gas pips ready. We're gonna have them ready. We're gonna be ready. This is it.
All right.
It's like when you went to the wrong gas station, you got bad gas. Like, you didn't know that was a thing, but it's actually a thing.
Yes.
It's a real thing. You can get bad gas. Sprite guy, no you. How about that? Doom guy on YouTube wants us to know. He's wondering, did you know the longer the icon of sin is on the earth, the stronger it'll become? Did not know that. That is good information.
I know that too because you guys won't let me take it out of the game.
Which time? The first time or the third time or the... No, it stays. It's canon now. It's good.
That's right.
And people are asking us to use the Unmaker. That's not how we do. That's not how we do. The Gas Baron is very insistent on wanting the Unmaker to be used. That's right, Mira. Nope, it stays. You just dropped your super shotgun. You just gotta pick it up. It's fine.
Yes. All right. We gotta. Should we start? Yeah, let's adjust the strat here.
What are we doing?
I feel like should we lock on more?
I think for heavies, yeah. Let's waste those. Let's get all of the ammo out. Let's get all the ammo out of the rocket launcher. Let's do no detonate. Let's do yes, lock on. There's one. He gone. What about the okay, Revy's off the board. What about the Mankeys?
Yeah, I think that's the change. Is like
That's the play. Using more lock on.
I'm just not using lock on.
Ooh.
And that's usually what I find myself needing to do is just like revise the technique.
Change up the strat a little. Yeah. Plus it just keeps you honest and fresh where you're thinking differently, which is always helping breaking like the same patterns and stuff. Because I do the same shit all the time. All the time. I'm like, no, this is going to work. And I'm like, well, it didn't work 5 times in a row. I know it can work, but maybe changing it up is a good idea. Ooh, grabs the arm, the shoulder piece. Love it.
Oh,
all right, so we need some more. We need some more rockets. And there's pips just waiting to be had. Oh, that gargoyle died too soon. Nice. Oh, you're so close. Okay, nice. You scared me there with the Cyber Mancubus. Beautiful. Don't forget we got to burn too. You know that Whippy needs the lock on 1,000%. Oh god.
Yeah.
There she is. And one more. Right. Oh yeah. I heard your kiddo there for a second and I was like, you were getting cheered on. That's what it is. You got 2 pips also and 2 blood punch. I love that you have the HUD is doing it for me right now because it's giving me all the info right in the middle. God, it's so hairy. Very nicely done. You got me worried there. This is nice. This is it. There's a lot of support coming out of chat right now, and they're also wanting us to flame belch more. And you know what?
Yeah, that's valid.
Let's give it to them. Let's burn them up. Yes.
Oh God. Oh God.
Chains up.
Gotta be done.
That's it.
Oh! God damn it! I wanted it. I was willing to do it, chat.
You almost needed to like BFG and then try to meat hook to the BFG to be safe. Be like, take me with you.
Well, let's strategize. How should I approach the final wave? Like, with I've got the arch file and I got the double carcasses.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? Go for the carcasses first?
I think, honestly, when you, ice bomb lock on the arch file, and then after the lock on, you can either double the lock on or just start doing super shotgun to ballista. Because like playing that close, like you did with the ice bomb, win the arch file as soon as they pop in. That is the play. Because carcasses are only a problem once you let the arch file spawn enough crap that it's a problem. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna.
I didn't have my stuff up. Like I was like quick swapping. I should have chainsawed. I should have been prepared. Basically, I didn't do that run like ready to melt him.
It's like when you see it. It's like when you know a spirit's coming and you're like, I don't have enough plasma. I really need to chainsaw before I get rid of this. Yeah. No, Hunter Stonebridge. We're not going to use the dev console to delete them. How dare you suggest this? We would never. Anthony says they wish they had BFG ammo on this gate. Yeah. Miyazaki also agrees. Archfile always first. That's the way. You know. She know. Double lock on that arch file? Yeah. I mean, if you have the ammo for it, that can delete an arch file one go. Especially if they're frozen and they can't burn you. Burn you and turn you. We'll get to that question after this, because that's more of a that. Oh no. I am Alston says extra lives mode. If Hugo dies, he shaves the beard. Let's not get. We don't have to lose all the facial hair. We already maybe got him down to a mustache next week. Let's take it one piece of facial hair section at a time here. We got to be economical. You can't just lose it all. Because then after that, if he dies, what happens then? And he's not going to die because he's got this. This is it. Oh yeah. Whippies. Yep. I feel like you were just treating that that soldier like a tag 2 soldier, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, gotta get that detonator off behind him, and I was like, no wait, that's just a plasma shield soldier. Nice. Very nice. Oh yeah. Alright, Whiplash is sorted. You have almost a pip. Yeah, okay, you got a pip now. Is it gonna be... in, or you're gonna break it with the energy. Nice. Alright, so you know the next wave's coming soon. Okay,
Yeah, let's get
maybe some, we need some burn in there too, a little bit of burn. Some Bernie Sanders. You need it. Yep. Nice. I think there's a pip right down below. Yeah, down there. There's one on that second level right below you. There it is. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. We got 2 pips. We got a burn ready. We got 2 blood punches. I mean, we could always use more flame belch. Okay, we got a little bit out of that. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Time to go. Yep. One more after this. One more. There we go. There we go, chat. You're not wrong. Alright. Doom Hunter, do we take care of him now or do we wait until we have the ice bomb back? Oh, you're going in. Okay. Did some damage. Did some nice damage. You still got 2 pips. You also have flame and 1 blood punch ready. So I'll try to keep you honest on when we use that blood punch so you know you don't have one, but we're looking good. Using the meat hook, getting that distance. We have 2 pips, so whenever we're feeling low on ammo, we can chainsaw that fodder. Very nice. It's okay. We're good. Maybe we're close to chainsaw because we're getting low on super shotgun. Yes, sir. Maybe just throw a flame out there just for the world to have. Okay, here we go. Get that blood punch in. Nice. Very nice. Oh, yes, finish. Oh, get a ballista shot in there.
It had to be done.
Yeah. No other choice, folks. You know it's true in your hearts. It had to happen. All right. Is that Doom Hunter still alive? Is he still on the board? No, you got him. You got him. All right, this is just fodder now. Oh, God in heaven. Okay, shit. You had me really worried there for a second.
Oh my God, that was so hard.
I thought that imp was about to be like the hero of the story, and I was like, no. Woo!
Woo!
There it is, boys and girls. There it is.
That was ridiculous.
You did it in one, first try. GG's. Mm-hmm. It's that big Gen X energy. That's what it is.
Oh my God, I'm getting. What the hell does this give me? The blood punch?
Yes. Yes. That desperation punch has saved me a few Ultra Nightmare runs of not losing it all. Oh man. That was good. That was real good. So now it's a cakewalk at this point. I mean,
yes.
You just went through the Slayer gate first try, so now it's just there's really nothing in the path that could. Am
I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
No, I think you're going the right way. You're going the right way. Weren't
no, because we're. Yeah, we got to go back this way.
You're right. You're right.
We double backed.
We don't need to go in the water again unless you're going to do the secret encounter.
Oh, is this the secret encounter?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, we just go up top and then we go outside and then we take that. We take the monkey bar to the crate, the freighter. What do you call those things? The giant metal things that. God, why am I bad at words all of a sudden? Freighters, craters. Shit, how does shipping container? Thank you. Good lord, couldn't do it. Container. Thank you. Words are hard. Here we go. Here we go. That Archvile has been alive for like a day at this point. He might be asleep by the time we get there, but we're gonna wreck him. We got the strat now. Ice bomb, double lock on rockets, GG's.
Yes.
That's it.
That is true. That's just the easiest strat.
Yeah. And I mean, you can even mix in a a flame belch in there and just get some armor for free as well. Why not? That is another thing that like Eternal added that is so like fun to do, and it's that like what is it? Pat your head, rub your stomach thing.
God.
The fact, like I said, he had other places to be. Obviously, he's trying to look for you in that Slayer gate. He probably went the other way. All right, this is arena time, dude. The carcasses on this block when you're in midair, that is a good block. It can super get on your nerves when you're like trying to pull off these sweet moves. There he is. That's one. I think there's another one. Yeah, there he is. But I was gonna say the like, rub your. God, why am I bad at this now? I can't do any of the words. Maybe I need coffee. It's the pat your head, rub your stomach. Like the fact that you can actually, you know, in every other Doom game in the franchise, like, you know, you do a single attack kind of at the time, right? Like, but in this you can be flame belching while unloading multiple grenades while quick switching and using your entire arsenal. It's as many inputs as you can do, right? It's nuts.
It's easier. It's so much easier on a controller to do that though when you have the paddles, because like normally I assign like some of those abilities to like the you know, the paddle inputs, but to do it on
the base controller.
On the base controller, you could definitely multitask.
Yeah.
But it's not quite the same.
Not as easy.
What's my background image? Do I need to shut my door?
No, you're good. I can barely even tell that your door isn't shut until you just mention it. No, it's good. Every now and then we hear some of your kiddos gaming, but it just sounds like it's just more affirming energy that there's just gaming happening in the house is really all it is. Just a house full of gaming.
It kind of is.
Yeah. Gaming and naming, because your daughter is just like, we're getting a new pet? My name. I get it. And you're like, damn it, not another one. How many of these are you going to get?
I can't hit the side of a barn with this ballista.
Well, chainsaw works. That's good. There you go. Ooh. In mid-animation. Ooh. I'll take the shoulder of that. Talking to the master chef about which part of the Hell Knight you want to eat. Delicious. Alright, Pain Elemental on the board. Lost Souls coming out. Lock on? Oh no. Just DPS. Just raw DPS. He's ready.
Not too smart, just standing there shooting him.
Buff Totem's out. That was a really nice choice right there to do the chainsaw though, to stop the super aggro versions of everybody. Interrupt their attack. Oh god, there's so many head turrets. There's too many Arachnotrons. We gotta get them off the board. Oh my god, the way that one fell over frozen was incredible. Alright, here we go. Ooh, okay, we're good. Yeah. Got all the resources now. Oh yeah, stack. Maybe ammo though. Maybe we need that. And now he has. Who's causing trouble? Who am I hearing? Baron? Yeah. Oh god. Very nice use of that shield there, because Baron just invaded your space. That soldier was swinging too. Oh, such a nice freeze. Chainsaw! My god! You madman! Oh, well played. Well played. Oh, that was Schmetty. Oof. Don't turn around. Nicely done. I think he's the last one. I thought it was going to be an imp situation with the Slayer Gate there. I thought he was going to finish us. I was like, no. Nicely done. Sir Peaceful says, this man is insane to the membrane. Haven't thought about that song in a while. Did you know that you're going insane? Did you know that?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
I'm focused.
Here's a question for you. This is coming from Jacob. So we know the Slayer can absorb strength from his fallen enemies. So has he absorbed the ability to empower his weapons from the 2016 quad damage demon, UI Therax? Theranax? I don't know how to say that. And does he use his ability at will so he can use his arsenal to fight ridiculous strong bosses? So the question is he absorbing strength from the fallen enemies?
I mean, that was in the fiction in 2016.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think he does. I mean, you know, as much as it makes, I guess, fictional sense, but yeah.
Right. But you got to balance the game, right? You can't just be like, this is quad, that's quad, this is quad. Thank you for all the energy, and done.
Exactly. All right, cinematics. Guys have killed it with the cinematics. Then I haven't eaten anything. I'm friggin' starving.
Same here. What are you gonna have tonight? What's on the menu?
I don't know. Something.
At the Martin household, the Martin Bistro.
I'm gonna eat ginger.
Oh no! But Ginger's far away right now, exploring. She's sowing her oats somewhere in, who knows, wherever the homeward bound cameras are following her. Chicago, Dallas, who knows where. Tokyo, she could be anywhere.
How are our numbers? How have they been? We're 976.
How the numbers? Let's see. Yep.
Were we more? Did we break 1,000? I'm sure we did.
I think we did at some point, chat. We're talking about just Twitch now. Where's YouTube at too?
Do you think that YouTube is? Yeah. Look at the choppiness of this. Something's going on.
Oh yeah. Struggle busting a little bit. We got 1,600 on YouTube watching right now. No big deal.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you see this? What's up with the choppiness?
I don't know. Wait, it's smoother now, right?
Yeah, it's smoother than that.
Okay, that was weird.
Why couldn't we punch the shark, Josh? Because that would take a shit ton of time and work.
You have to make the shark exploding in fun and different ways. Animation.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Get over here.
You get too close to that shark.
Get him
you
right.
get
Get
bit.
him right.
You guys did
over
that.
it.
The UI team though. Get him.
Come here.
No, we got bit.
Come here. Where are you going?
It's
You
like-
look like the bass that I'm gonna catch after I eat and this show's over. Dude, look, he's got a bite mark underneath. Look at that. There's like literally a bite mark on his backside. Like
What
some
happened there?
demon
What's the
bit
story?
the demon bit his tuchus. So here's what fans don't know, little Easter egg.
Ooh.
If he bites you 4 times, you're allowed to punch him. Bet you none of you guys knew that. Ready? Watch on the 4th try. I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen. But that would be amazing if it did. I know everybody wishes. I want to get him.
I really thought that was about to happen here.
Wait, look at that. Look at that. Something bit him.
Damn.
Is that a bite mark, chat?
Looks like
Something
a bite mark.
Bit him on his tuchus. This is a pre-spawn great white shark that I will be catching later this evening.
Is that it?
Yes. I think there's like bones around here too. Like there's
Miyazaki on YouTube is saying, "Imagine a demon shark."
Well, that's what that's supposed to be, by the way.
Because he got the white dead eyes, right?
Yeah. That is supposed to be like a demon shark.
Cyber Spectre wants confirmation that sharks have tuchuses, but I think we just confirmed it.
I think a shark has a tuchus.
I don't know what's
Josh.
going on, dude. You are a slideshow. We're back to.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Okay, we're back. We're okay now again.
Josh, we don't have room for a slideshow because the combat in this section is gonna get heavy.
You're
Josh.
about to enter an area that
What?
you are gonna need all the FPS.
Yeah. What do we think? We always have technical difficulties.
I mean,
because
it's part of the experience.
my rig is not the greatest. I don't think.
Might not be.
Yeah, I'm definitely staccato right now.
We're just showing chat, the full spectrum of musical tempo is really what we're doing here. They've seen. We're actually getting into the Largos here in a minute. Oh boy. There it is. Nice. A little arpeggiator on that. Nice. A little Felissimo. Beautiful. Man, that thing does not want to go down. That eye is just Saruman staring at you. All right. Ooh,
well,
nice
the frame rate is messing with my quick switching.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. What is this? Is like Arc Complex 2.0.
I mean, it's cool for the animation because the animation looks so slick when you get to see it slow. Like, here we go.
I got to tell you what.
Ooh.
This is going to be a problem if this is.
This is going to be a different approach to how we tackle this next arena. Because it's like we got slow-mo mode engaged, which we didn't know was a mode until we ran this on the rig.
What if I like just knock shit down or something? This is not a problem with the game. It's a problem with my stuff. Like, for whatever reason.
I'm trying to think of, is like Windows updating? I'm trying to think of what the hell could be happening. What night is it? It's Thursday. That shouldn't be happening.
No, but yeah, it's probably like.
You can do Control-Delete. It's fine. You won't see it on chat, and just see if anything else is taking up your resources. Go to that task manager and see if there's anything else. Oh, look, there we go.
Doom Eternal very high. Steam task manager very high. I don't know. I don't see shit. But tell you what, let's end task on Teams.
Do you have preset from compute in video settings on? Because that should be off.
Say that again.
There's like a preset from compute option. Are you in game again?
No.
Switch back whenever you're ready.
All right. Resource and performance thing. I'll drop that. We're gonna drop.
No.
Come on, I turned you off. Go away.
Come on, chat. Give us the tech. Give us the IT.
Okay. So, actually, the one thing that I'm gonna check too is.
And if you're new to the stream and you're like, how could they possibly have a tech issue? Buckle up. It's gonna be It's gonna be a long DLC, and this is how we do it. So
yes,
get ready, get used to it.
Okay, so then
all right, we're back in.
Oh my god!
Wait. Go to video settings real quick. Let me see something. Go to settings and then video. Is preset? Yeah. Turn that one on. The preset from I can't speak from compute. Turn that off, and then apply. With yeah. Okay, let's try this. Let's give it a sec. Give it a sec. Man, this is rough skins. I mean, welcome back to Arc Complex. I think. Are we doing this or are we restarting your PC? It's one of two. Oh man. I mean, honestly, watching these animations in slow-mo is actually really slick. I'm kind of loving it. Chat, what do you think?
Right. Let's just kill him, chat.
Let's just kill him.
Well, listen, Josh, this is usually where our numbers take off because chat loves when we... Oh, hey, look at that. That was fast for a second.
Whoa,
look at
okay.
What's
You're
happening?
good now. You're totally good. Like,
no,
totally.
I'm not.
Really?
I'm still weird. Yeah, it feels weird.
You look, I mean, like normal speed compared to where we were, but
I don't feel that fluid.
Feel right? Okay.
No. All right, let's get to the checkpoint, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Take a little dive. Oh man, we are swimming. It's like we are in the abyss. It's
that's a jug.
It's like somebody slipped something in the Slayer's drink, and we are swimming in it right now.
And now I've been dosed. Where's the shark?
I don't know. Where's that shark at?
I mean, the least we could do with the frame rates is mess with the shark. Where is he?
I don't see him.
Look at the fishies.
Oh, look at them all. Damn. Like, why is that tech in
Oh,
there?
there is.
Get him.
Get over here, you Mr. Shark.
Swim to him. Get that oxygen. We're gonna need it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna choke to death.
In slow motion.
Did you see how he ran away, chat? Sharks run away from Gen Xers.
That's what it is. When we switch into PowerPoint mode, they don't want it the full presentation. They're not ready for that energy.
Now, where's my meat hook when I need it?
Just meat hook to oxygen underwater. That would be.
Well, just meat hook to the shark. That would be sick.
That would be super sick. And just ride the shark, and then it takes you to another like secret part of the level. Are we redesigning this whole experience? Let's go. All right, here we go. That would be sick.
All right, the performance is stellar.
Yeah,
not at all.
No.
And this feels off.
Oh yeah, we're in a.
Yeah. Oh God.
Welcome to the presentation. It will be broadcast on your Etch-a-Sketch.
This is Doom Eternal if developed by Leica.
Frame by frame.
Stop motion animation.
That's right. Shout out to all of our friends at Leica.
Right now.
Man, you saw Kubo, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So good.
So what do we do? Do we restart? I think we gotta restart.
Yeah. I think you gotta do it.
All right, so I just do the whole shutdown.
Do the restart. Yeah, start button, restart, and then.
No, I mean like my PC or the game.
Your PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bye,
See you in a second. VRB.
I'll see you next week.
VRB. He's just making a snack. This is just a snack break. He's like, I took this frame limiter that I put in the line. I don't know why it was there. It was so crazy. Anyways, these pretzels are making me thirsty. All right. Do it. Get her done. All right. Oh, I want to do this, but also that is just so good. What do you think, chat? Should we do that? Every time I look at it, it gets better. Oh, man. Okay, keep the face. I'm hearing keep the face. Oh, it's too good. All right, so let's take some Hugo questions. What do you guys got? What do you... Oh my God. That's Hugo Unchained. That's the good right there. If I do this, who are you going to ask the question to? Hold on, let me see if I can get him back. There he is. It's also amazing that frame, I don't know how this technology is actually, I think we've stepped over through Skynet, through T1000, through T2000. We are in the future because I don't even know how that frame allows me to do that. I don't understand the tech. I don't even want it explained. Okay, lore question. Has the demonic crucible prophecy already been completed, or is it going to be used in future Doom games? Hugo? There it is. That's the answer. I hope you like it. Have you played Witcher 3? Of course. As I live and breathe. New Discord emote? Get it going. Put it on all of them. All right. He's officially left the chat, so I'm going to wait until he rejoins. How's it going? How are we feeling? Is anybody already eating dinner? Because I feel like even though I knew that this was going to happen, because I knew that when we were like, because last time we streamed, we did both, we did Urdak with the Con Maker, and of course we did Final Sin and Icon of Sin, and I was like, that's going to be a long one. And then we talked about balance, we talked about DLC, we talked about sentiment, we talked about the community. It was like a 5-hour stream. It was like a day-and-a-half stream. So I was like, we're only doing one level this week. We're only doing one level per week now. So this is going to be like maybe 2 hours, 2.5 if we stretch it. You know it's already 3 hours, and you know we're going to the last arena, which is arguably maybe the hardest in UAC Atlantica. So I cursed this by being like, oh, it's gonna be It's gonna be a quickie. It's gonna be an in and out, breezy stream. No big deal. If I should have known that we were gonna have a calzone break, we were gonna have a frame breakdown, we were gonna have a PowerPoint slideshow, we were gonna talk about. God, can you believe that we got into the stand-up comedy part though? Like, this is why I love doing this, y'all. It's like we just get into crazy stuff. I see a question coming from Mira Kulo666. The question is, Josh, what video game changed your life? This is going to sound so cheesy because I am wearing all Doom stuff on a Doom stream, but legitimately, like, Doom, the first time I played it, which was the shareware 93, from that moment on, I took my whole life savings, which I was a kid. I was like, I don't know, 13 or something in middle school. And then was like, how much does it cost? I found a place that built custom PCs around me called like Tiger Soft or something. I don't know what the hell some little LLC was, ran out of like some little shopping center. And I bought a Cyrix 166, which don't look, if I was going to go back and tell you who to believe in, whether it was Intel or Cyrix, that was like one of the first, you know, kind of like AMD, because AMD is like, they got it. Like they figured it out. AMD and Intel are actually neck and neck. They both make amazing products. But yo, I'm not trying to say anything bad about a product, but Cyrix, they were selling stuff like a Pentium. Like this is a Cyrix 166. That thing ran like a Pentium 20. That thing was not fast, but oh boy, did I run some Doom on it. So yeah, Doom changed my life more than anything else because, like I was saying, every weekend, my buddies and I, we would pick whose house we were going to do sleepovers at, and all weekend, all we'd do was play Doom. We'd play Deathmatch. We used to have somehow somebody, I don't know if they stole it, hopefully not. I'm not trying to teach bad habits, but somebody had one of those like a yield sign, but it was like a cow crossing sign. Don't ask me where they got it, but that's the sign that we put in my basement that we had our records on. That we had. I'm hearing Discord again. Are you coming back, Hugo? Are you back?
Yes.
All right, hold on. All right, let me go over here. Boom.
I saw my picture. It looked bad.
By bad, you mean badass and amazing. That will be on every Discord server as the emote that was like, if you were there when, you know what it was. That was the ultimate poggers.
I've got the thing hooked up.
You took off the frame limiter, took down a calzone, good to go.
Yes.
Okay.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. We may have eaten something really quickly, but
Damn it.
I also have that program ready. Do you need to do the thing?
I do. You ready?
Yes, sir.
I did my side of it.
All right. I did mine.
Okay, and then if the game is launched, then we're good to go.
Oh, the game is not launched.
All right, let's launch the game. But meanwhile, I was just telling him, Hugo, in my basement, I don't know if someone stole it. I'm not going to condone stealing street signs, but somebody had one of those like yield signs, but it was a cow crossing, and that's where we put up a hand-drawn version of like deathmatch scores in Doom 2. And every weekend, all we did is go down there and compete for who had the most frags. And we would play to 100. We would do like Bob 10, Old West. We played everything, all the Duango stuff. Because, we would practice on Duango during the week, and then we would come LAN where you'd have no lag. I mean, we went from Bernelli networks to 10-base T networks to 100. This is way before Gig didn't even exist. Gig wasn't even a thing. You couldn't even think that many numbers. There was not even that many numbers in the lexicon yet. But yeah, man, Doom 2, the question was what game changed my life, and it sounds so cheesy to say it on a Doom stream, but it is without a doubt Doom. And then that's where I had a best friend at the time in middle school. I'm sure, Hugo, you can relate to this. So like when you're in middle school, when you're growing up through all these things, you make best friends, whether it's like, a family friend or you guys have like common interests. But then during middle school and high school, you start to like weed out like your real interests. And I basically, this sounds so bad, but I traded my best friend and a guy that I had been best friends with for like 5 years at that point. And the guy that I traded for was a guy that just bought a book called The Doom Hacker's Guide, which had the CAD program. This is way before Doom Builder. God, what is the name of that damn one? There was a bunch of it wasn't dehacked. I don't know. Oh God, I'm blanking out on it right now. But we used that to build Doom levels together. And from that moment on, we straight up traded best friends. Like the guy that he was best friends with for 5 years and my best friend at the time, they just went off and did their own thing, and all we did is make Doom levels together. And that's when I was like, this is what I care about. This is what gives me life is playing these games and making custom experiences. All right.
That's awesome.
We getting back in there. We doing it. Let me hide this button.
1 second.
Okay. Got to get the hair just right.
Gotta get it just right.
That's right. Got to get Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got some good wings going on.
Oh yeah. Growing some wings. Maybe fly away at some point.
It's getting a little long.
Nice. If that bass in the stream, tries to go away, you can just flip flap, just go catch him bare hand. Love it. Just go full barbarian slayer. All right. Are we ready to do this? We switching in?
I don't know. Yeah, let's see what the situation here is with the.
Let's take buttery smooth gameplay.
Oh God,
FPS.
that's so much better.
Look
Why
at
did? Hey, you know what? I'd like to get that 2 up.
Oh yeah. You gotta swim out. You can do it now that you've gone where you've gone. You should be able to swim out to the other one. Well, I can't remember where the checkpoint saved, because remember you have to like. It's like.
Is it over here?
Chat. Am I wrong? It's like you have to get the thing to flood first, right? And then you go back and backtrack.
Didn't I do that already?
You did, but I'm trying to remember if it saved that part or not. Oh, it doesn't need to flood. Okay. There it is. GG's. By the way, 2 ups? Where the hell did that come from, you maniacs? I love that got thrown in here.
You don't even know. My wife makes really, really good chicken cutlets.
Ooh.
And that is what I never ate a piece of chicken cutlet so fast in my life because.
Holy crap! Yeah, that was good.
Well, dude, I'm starving.
Yeah, yeah. I understand.
And but that's what we do for you, chat. Gen Xers don't need to eat. We just live off the energy.
That's what it is. It's just feeding from the screen directly into your veins. It's a cycle that's just going back and forth where there's just energy exchange and you're good. You know what's funny though is shout outs to, I can't hear how fast you ate and not think of my dear friend Swansong, who I know is in chat, because we play games almost every weekend together, and that guy, when he says he's going to eat, it's like when you're queuing for a match. Doesn't matter what game it is, doesn't matter how fast the queue is. That guy will straight up like have a whole meal, tell you about the Korean barbecue, and come back like in the span of like picking a character or like queuing into a match. Like shout outs to the absolute inhaler of an eater that Swansong is. Shout outs to my boy.
Yeah.
Because it's oh god, there's 2 of them. Gotta go.
I totally forgot that. That's so dumb. Like,
I know,
how did
you just went headlong. I was like, all right, he's going for it. Nice. Ooh,
Okay, there's one.
there's another one. We still got one more extra life. We're good.
Yeah.
Good thing we got them both. That was handy. No chainsaw. No, we're actually there's no resources. Wolf is out. Oh no. Oh Ginger. Ginger skin win 2021.
Ginger. The wolf is Ginger. That is the best. That dog has such nervous, hyper love for me. It's crazy.
Love it.
She's so nuts. Not a well-behaved dog, to be honest.
But you know what? When they love you like that, can you blame them? You're just like, you can do anything. You're fine.
We got Bodhi from a breeder.
Bodhi from Point Blank. I mean, Point Blank. Point Break. There we go.
And he's awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other one we got from Petland, and that was a mistake.
Petland? I don't know what is Petland? Is that like PetSmart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like Best Buy for dogs, and like, it's not the place to buy an animal. I gotta be honest. Chat. Do you agree with me? Is that a known thing to not buy animals from Petland? Because that was not a good experience. Like, I shouldn't say that. Look, I'm sure it's great, but like,
Best Buy for dogs, though. If that's not their slogan now, then they're doing something wrong. Because that explains a lot.
What happened was like, just the habits, because they're all on top of each other in these cages.
Sure.
The habits that they pick up, it's like pulling a dog out of prison and then just bringing it into your house. Like they just have these prison rule approaches to everything, and like the way she eats, man, she eats like
Like
can't
it's the
even go
last
near-
meal.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like a.
Honestly, I feel like I eat I eat like that half of the time. Honestly, I'm not trying to besmirch my girlfriend, but she's like one of those people that like when she would eat desserts when she was still a sugar person, she would not share. She's like this part's mine, that part's yours. We're not doing Japan style crap. This isn't an izakaya. This is my dessert. Hands off the creme brulee. You cannot have a bite. But you know, I respect that.
I do too. Yeah. Oh God.
You got to live because you've taken out both marauders so well, and you still got an extra life to go. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Oh God, the Magnus.
Yeah, but that's because I had a no glory kill thing.
Yep. Oh, get out of that lane. Get away. Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
all right.
Oh boy, I'm out of bullets.
But she has 2 blood punches and flame belch. And you got, yeah, that was your last pip, so no more gas for a minute here. But he wants to be glory killed. Oh my God, was there even a torso left? That was incredible. Woof. I still hear some Arachnotron shooting off behind you. You gotta get that head cannon off. That laser turret. Ooh, very nice. It's so funny how like every now and then I'll sleep on how powerful the super shotgun is at point blank. Like you can one-shot a Revenant. I just forget, and even Hell Knights. I mean, for carcasses for sure. I do it to them all the time, but I don't do it enough to enough enemies where you're just like, oh yeah, you don't actually need to combo it. You can just single fire it if you're close enough, and it'll wreck. Richard in YouTube is saying, "Pop off, Hugo."
What does that mean?
You're doing it, like.
Hey, what the hell does poggers mean?
Chat. Let's hear your explanation. What's the best explanation for poggers?
Like you guys say stuff in the chat and things that I don't even know what it means.
All right,
Like,
I'm waiting for the.
Poggers is one of them. I'm like, why do they all say poggers? What does that mean?
So Boomer got it with a million numbers after it says pog equals yay.
But like,
or
based,
hype.
like, from what?
What is poggers from, chat? I want to hear their explanation. Hugo poggers, play the game. It means pog. Wow.
Well, I know that, but like, how did you get like?
Oh, they're saying no. Pog means play of the game. It's like POG.
I knew that, chat. I know.
Yeah,
what's going
come on, guys. Look, we're just making sure that we're all on the same page here, okay? So now we can confirm that we are. We can.
That was a test, actually, to see how young and hip you guys are.
So you guys have passed the test. You're all pretty cool. It turns out you're all pretty,
That's
actually,
right.
pretty very much
right.
cool. Yep. So that works
I drive a minivan. I know what the hell's going on.
Look, it's a good car, Hugo. It's a good car.
It is a good car. It's practical.
It's a good car, you guys.
Listen, I'm gonna take all y'all for a ride. I gotta come up with a name for the minivan because now it's like
hoopty. I know it's like gonna become this
like,
infamous thing.
That's right. It's the Hell Beast.
I think it has to be. Yeah, maybe it could be Hell Beast. Maybe it could be like. Could it be something related to fishing somehow? Like the tackle box kind of works.
It's the Vancubus.
Oh, it's the Vancubus.
That's it. It is both a pun, a dad joke, and a Doom reference all in the same. All in the same thing.
Y'all, you remember when you were here for Vancubus? Because that's confirmed now. That's just lore. That's canon. Print it, frame it. You're a part of it.
That's it. We're at. Okay. All right.
Do you remember when Hugo promised that he would take us all in the Vancubus for a fishing match? Well, yeah, you do because you were here and you're part of it. So.
All right, it's about to pop off right now because this is when they get all crazy with the spawns.
That's when it's about to pop off. Okay.
Yeah, I think I just have to get this guy, and then everything's gonna go insane.
I'm seeing people say, Vancubus, play of the game. It's the new play of the game. I love it. Ooh, very nice freeze there. Stop that attack. Oh, circle strafing all day, every day, forever. See you later. Bye-bye, Carcass. We got this. Music's kicked in.
Die, please.
Ooh. That was such a clean meat hook, honestly. That was really nice. That imp is trying to block your path, though. Can't have that. Oh, God. Double cyber demons all the way across the sky. I actually love that spot that you're on. A lot of people don't even know that you can actually get to that boy. I've seen players completely never even touch that that top platform. Ooh, lock on. Yes, please. Yes, please. Is it time to chainsaw? It is. We have one now. Oh, yeah. Somebody said the carcass, capital C-A-R. It's a good one, but it doesn't work for the van because that's the Vancubus. But it does for a car. No, we can't use the unmaker. That's not how we do. We got big Vancubus energy. God, it's hard to even say. I love it. All right. All the lock on, all the time. Ooh, he ready. He gone. Ooh, plus a burn. Let's go. Let's go.
You know, I would like to burn more groups. I don't do that enough.
Yeah, especially when, like, I remember, was it last week or the week before? You were burned. Yeah, it was last week because we were on Final Sin. You would burn, frag grenade and bounce, and just like all the resources keep coming back to you. You just be like armor pools. I love that like fade away. Oh God. Oh my God, it's getting hectic. I love it. Well done. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta use the big guns and not worry that it's being used on imps because energy. But yeah, I love those fade away frag grenades after you flame belch because it's just like resource. Yes, get.
Where the hell is this guy?
I don't know. Is he underneath? Yes, he is. Oh yes, such a clutch freeze. Let's go. Is it time to chain gun these mofos? Ooh, rockets never hurt nobody. Just kidding. Oh, we're going detonate. Oh yeah. Hugo, I love your commitment to the remote detonator on a rocket launcher because. Oh God, you do it up close because you don't care. I love it. Oh my God.
That
Classic.
seemed easier than normal.
Oh God, you're like, we actually got to step that encounter up. No, you just did well, man. You did well.
No, but we didn't actually nerf this encounter though. Like I believe this is the same. All right, there you go.
There you have it. New balances tied up tight.
Boom.
Getting the Vancubus. Let's goosh. Look at this hooded figure.
Divine intervention.
You eating polio string cheese over there?
I'm gonna eat this thing.
Nice. God, I haven't had string cheese in a minute.
Yeah, buddy. Samuel.
And now, they will fear you.
Samuel was a maker.
Ruh-roh.
We have been allies for some time now. I knew who you were the moment you set foot in our world, and who you could become to us. I brought you to the thing.
God, the lighting on the Slayer right there is so tight. In that front shot.
Where would all this be now had I not had the foresight to
Ruh-roh.
your gifts are owed to us now. Repay the Father for all he has granted us both by returning him to his throne, and then he will save us all.
Nice.
Damn. G to the G's. Vanuel Hayden, somebody said. Vanuel Hayden, if you get another van, you have the Vancubus, and then you're going to have Vanuel.
I think I like Vanuel Hayden better.
That might be better. Who said that? Hold on.
Vanuel Hayden.
Damn it! It's this Boomer 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and then a bunch of other numbers. Vanuel Hayden. Ooh.
Oh my god, that's very good.
Ooh,
This is
that's
very
good.
funny.
That is top shelf stuff right there. Wow.
That is.
All right. Well, I think we did it.
There you go.
I think we did UAC Atlantica. Well played, sir. Well played.
We did. We got stuck a bit on the. We got stuck a bit on the Slayer gate. We for the first time ever we shot a BFG.
It's true.
I will say this, being that we're going again old school, no back paddles, legit. We may shoot a few more BFGs here and there. You know,
Might not be the last one you see on stream. Huh?
yeah, that might not be the last Slayer gate that requires at least one BFG shot. But no, it was good. By the way, good technique on the double lock-ons for the arch vials, certainly. And yeah, we're doing good here, chat.
Doing pretty good. So yeah, I mean, here's the easy, nice thing about you being here in the first place and knowing the place and the time to be. 5 more weeks, 1 level a week. All of the Ancient Gods, part 1 and part 2. Next week's Blood Swamps, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Bethesda on Twitch, on YouTube.
Yes.
We all come here to hang out together, have fun, make up things like Vanuel Hayden, which I don't want to ever forget. Put it on our gravestones. It's that good.
It is. It's pretty awesome.
Damn.
I have to say, like.
Yeah, what are your final thoughts for the stream, Hugo? What do you got?
I'm hungry, and I haven't heard from my kids in a really long time, so I don't even know what's going on. Well, they're probably asleep now.
Oh, that's fair.
We will go and got some good play tests tomorrow, but I got a little bit of time here, so I might sneak out and see if I can't catch some of them spawning bass. After I eat, because I'm starving.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was a good time. Definitely tag 1 is a step up in challenge, and for sure. And you know, Nightmare is no joke, but it's fun and it pushes you. And it's a good challenge. That's really what the DLCs were about, obviously, were to kind of like step up the challenge. And you know what? I think I hear, hold on. Avery, she might be here. See if she can say hello again. I don't know if she will. Do you want to say hello? You don't want to say hello? Really quick? Say goodbye to everybody? I'm saying goodbye to everybody. She doesn't want to come.
Hey.
She's not going to come. You know, you could just wave goodbye. Come on. She's not going to do it. She's nervous.
It's fair.
But she's going to bed. That's what she's doing. So, and so should we all.
That's right.
And that's right. And oh, here she comes. Bye. Come here. Say goodbye to everybody. Come on. All right. Say goodbye.
Later.
All right. Bye, everybody. Can you see her?
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Later,
see you
guys.
next week.
Love you
See
guys.
you next week. Thanks
See you
for
then.
showing up.
Thanks, you guys. See you later. Till then.